He really likes those Beats by Dre.
Yeah, they wanted to call him by the proper name.
Sorry, what was it called? Beats by Dre?
Yeah.
No.
It's like if you
That
refuse
can't be
to...
the name.
I know. I don't know. I think it's Beats by Dre.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That sounds right, but also wrong.
Dre Beats.
Dre Beats.
There you go.
Dry
That-
Beats.
That's their real name.
Now I just feel like we're like naming a competitor to Veggie Grill. Dry Beats. Delicious.
I don't know about that.
No, it's not.
Dry
Not
Beats.
exactly delicious. I feel like it's like what Dwight Schrute would name his restaurant. Is they are beets and they are dry. So Dry Beats.
That's better.
Beets.
What are you
Bears.
doing?
Bears. Beets. Battlestar Galactica.
Question.
Answer. Black bear.
What type of bear is best? That's a ridiculous question. False. Black bear.
All right, Matt. Tell me when you're ready.
Never.
All right, guys. We're
Say
going.
it.
I'm going home.
Imitation is the most
Sorry, Jake, that you
sincere,
came onto the one podcast where we just ended before starting.
It's okay.
sincere display of
At least
flattery.
I got to
so
see
I
the
think
end of it.
Yeah. It's all good. Hold on, I'll just...
Saw this really nice... It's like
Michael!
a street painting, and it's like a picture of a guy's face, and there was a quote that was like, "It's better to burn out than to disappear." Dash Kurt Cobain, which he never said that, and the picture was clearly a painting of David Spade.
That's pretty good.
Because that's
It's
the
almost.
same.
It sounds ironic in a way.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Might have
some
been the choice.
hipster ass bullshit.
But you know, I bet there has to be like people who took pictures in front of. There's like, oh my god, Kurt Cobain's such an inspiration.
Yeah, maybe. Would not be surprised.
It's episode 33 of the Control Salt Delete
Oh,
podcast.
that was actually the start.
Yeah, that is the start.
Oh, I didn't
It's
know
the
we
start.
started.
But now we have.
Okay.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
All right, so just redact the beginning of that.
We don't. I mean, we don't have to.
No.
Vagina.
But yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
well, now. All right.
there's nothing wrong with the word vagina.
There isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, anyway, it's March 23rd, Friday, the time of this recording. We actually have a special guest with us here tonight. It's what's his name again?
Vince.
Vince. Hey, Vince.
Vince Scully.
Vince Scully.
Wow.
Damn, Vince. We
I don't know how
have
we landed
Vince
him.
Scully in the house. Not
Yeah.
exactly sure how he had the time to drop by. Vince, you play video games?
Yeah. Well, I'm not to be confused with Vin Scully.
Yeah. Vin Scully is the
Oh,
Dodgers.
that's
It's a fortunate mishap.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, depending on who you ask.
well. If you're not Vin Scully,
If you ask Vin, it's unfortunate. If you ask
Yeah.
me, it's pretty cool.
how is it like being almost Vin Scully?
That's pretty cool, you know? I get invited to like way too many baseball events.
Do they ever like turn you away if you show up?
Yeah, you know how he did the opening pitch at the
Yeah, at the
at the
which team were they playing? I forget.
The
It was
Cubs?
was it Cubs?
yeah.
Okay,
No, maybe not.
it was the team before the Astros.
The Angels. The A.
No,
Yeah, the Cubs.
was it the Cubs?
I don't fucking
The
know.
A's.
It might have been the Cubs.
You know, he did the opening pitch.
Yeah.
I actually got the invite first. But
I
Right,
mean,
so-
I really want to see you on the pitch saying, It's time for Dodger baseball." Is that how he says it?
yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool moment, though. But anyway, we actually have Jake Cohen in the house. He is a special friend, a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? How you know the members of the cast?
Sure. My name is Jake. I'm good friends with everyone here. I've known Tony since high school, and that's also how I met Matt and Peter.
Yeah.
Through Tony.
Yeah. So, I mean, he just kind of introduced all of us. So it's Peter, Matt, and Tony as usual, but with a special guest. So,
That's
yeah, thank you
correct.
so much for joining us today.
Sure thing.
We appreciate you having you here.
Yeah, you know, I'm really happy to be here. And if I could also just address the guy from a couple weeks ago who doesn't wear his seatbelt, buckle the fuck up, dude. Just buckle up the seatbelt.
Wait.
That's right. We were talking about you.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
No.
No. Screw that guy. He has to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Just put it
Just
on.
from one listener to another, just buckle up your goddamn seatbelt.
So I might actually be concussed. What are we talking about?
So I remember I just made a comment.
Yeah,
one of
we
the
were
previous
giving
ones.
like life advice.
Oh, yes. So we're not even talking to a particular person.
No,
No, we
just-
were.
There
We're
was a
talking
guy.
to you.
Yeah.
There was
You
a
know,
specific
the
guy.
guy.
That guy.
You know, that one guy who's listening to this without a seatbelt on. We know you're still doing it.
Oh,
Just put it
that
on.
fucking guy. I remember that fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, God, it's got to be so annoying. Your car just ding, ding. You can't hear like every other word we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Just
bomb
put
going
it
off
on.
in your car. Just put it on. It's 2018. There's no shame.
It'll be fine.
That's true.
It is 2018.
It's
Holy
fashionable even.
shit. I don't know about
You can make it,
fashionable.
but they have those sleeve things. You know,
Yeah.
you can
You
customize
can
it.
pimp out your belt.
That is a very Asian thing. At least the thing I'm thinking of.
I think
because,
it's like a 90s.
like
It's the
I-
90s thing with
Yeah.
like the.
the fur. Like,
Yeah, yeah, the fur.
Oh,
You
is that non-Asian thing? That was a
No.
90s thing.
Oh, no,
That's a
you're
90s.
talking about it's
I'm
the
thinking
whole
about-
sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
The 90s thing was like the thing that like combined both the like shoulder strap and the seat strap
Oh yeah, yeah.
together.
To make it
was, like,
not
for
cut
kids.
into your neck.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of the driving sleeve as well. That is a very
Gotcha.
Asian thing.
Yeah.
So, you got to make sure your arms are tanned evenly so you have that one single sleeve to drive with. Also, the driving gloves. Have you ever seen someone drive with driving gloves?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of older Asian women drive with driving gloves, and I don't know what it does, but it definitely doesn't give you plus driving skill. So,
Do they just have really sweaty hands so they
Plus
just like
two
lose
I
driving.
don't
grip?
know. I actually think my theory is that they very commonly drive cars with like leather bindings on the steering wheel, and they're
too hot for
they're
their
trying.
hands.
Yeah, they're trying not to like actually wear down the leather with the oils from their hands. I believe that's why.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a very specific thing. It's a little strange.
It's not like Drive, the movie.
I haven't actually seen Drive.
It's
Oh.
pretty decent.
It's fun.
Is that the one with Ryan
Gosling?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
where he's crazy, kind of.
He's
Or
like-
not crazy,
he's
but
like, he's a
violent.
getaway driver.
Who's getaway driver?
Is he a getaway driver? Okay.
Yeah.
The only
It's
getaway.
artistic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's-
I remember that. Like the colors were very neon.
And there's one scene where he's just literally sitting in his car for like, I don't know how long that scene is.
Yeah.
There's just one shot, and he was just sitting there breathing.
Yeah.
I was
for
like
10 minutes.
no cuts, just one shot of him.
You know, I was kind of disappointed with that movie because the opening scene was super cool. It was like him doing like a
Doing
like
cool
a
shit.
like a getaway driving thing. And I was like, oh man, this movie's gonna be so fucking awesome. And then like the whole rest of the movie had nothing to do with.
Was it too
Yeah.
artsy?
Yeah, it just like it got artsy and there was like a love interest. And it was,
Oh, love interest.
Are we talking like Wes Anderson artsy? Or are we talking like?
no,
I like Wes Anderson artsy.
I agree.
I really like.
right. But when the opening scene is like this awesome, like
Maybe I should just watch the opening
Yeah.
scene, just
Yeah.
the opening scene.
yeah,
Because what's the Royal? No, not Royal Tenenbaums. Shit. What was that? What was the most recent movie by Wes Anderson?
the SpongeBob movie.
The one in the one in like the host.
I really,
I don't know if you're making a goof or not because I could see. Him. Did he actually direct it with SpongeBob?
no, he did
yeah,
not.
I think so.
He did.
No,
Okay. I was about to say if
Fact
he
check.
ever.
I'm
if he-
laughing, but also it wouldn't take very much to like convince me that he directed an actual SpongeBob movie.
You know what's
So-
funny though? There was this SNL skit of like a new Wes Anderson movie that was just
The
a-
Grand Budapest. I'm sorry. Go
yeah
ahead.
Grand Budapest. But there's like a SNL skit where they were like making fun of Wes Anderson's format by creating a new like horror movie by Wes Anderson. But the whole time I was watching it, I was like, I'd fucking watch
No,
that.
I would fucking watch a horror movie, but dude, Wes Anderson's aesthetic is so unique and just like interesting, and it's like pleasing for the eyes. Like I know Wes Anderson does like a lot of very soft color palettes.
Center
he does a lot of
shots.
symmetry and like center. Yeah, like, and he also always has like some grand cast of characters too. I don't know how the fuck he affords it. Maybe just people like the actors like
People watch his
they
movies.
just really want to be in a Wes Anderson film, so they'll will play. They'll act for peanuts basically.
Yeah, I forget what they had like this ridiculous name for this horror movie by SNL for Wes Anderson, but it had like all the typical. I forget his name, but he's in every Wes Anderson movie. He was like the
Bill
Schwartzman?
Murray.
Schwartzman,
yeah. I think
Justin Schwartzman.
yeah. I think
Is
it
he the
was
very
Justin-
skinny guy? Kind of looks like.
Jason
Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah,
Schwartzman.
That guy.
I knew I had it wrong.
But it wasn't. They did not have Bill Murray in the skit, but they had Jason in the
Shit.
skit.
What's his name? Who's the blonde guy from Zoolander? Keep
Owen Wilson?
Is he the one that kind of looks like Owen Wilson with
but
black
he's-
hair?
See, but here's the thing:
He's in
they
some-
have
he's in his
him
movies, too.
playing Owen Wilson in the movie.
Oh, okay. So
You mean,
I mean,
Luke Wilson, his brother,
No,
is that who? Who's Jason
Oh.
Schwartzman then? I need to look this up.
from
Yeah.
American Pie, right?
Oh, am I just messing up everything?
He's in a bunch of shit. I don't
Schwartz.
remember.
Isn't
if
he
he's-
the American Pie, the main
No,
character?
no,
I'm
that's,
thinking of someone else.
yeah.
What's his name?
Uh,
Rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, Jason Schwartzman is the guy I'm thinking of. The one that kind of looks like. Why is this the name Will Ferrell keep coming to mind?
that's not who I thought. Jason. Wait, maybe those are just new pictures.
Hold on. A
Yeah,
sec.
this guy, right?
Yeah, that guy.
This is Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
He just looks
Oh.
much. He just cleans up really
he-
well in
yeah,
those
he-
photos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
I know him from Scott Pilgrim.
What's his name again?
Yeah.
The
Luke Wilson?
Luke Wilson. No, Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
I like this
Wow.
recent tweet, which was, guys, it didn't say wow that much.
He literally did.
Wow, he literally
they made a
said-
YouTube video about
Denial, huh?
No, he literally tweeted like, guys, I don't even say wow that much or something
it.
stupid
Maybe
like that.
in real life, but like whoever writes his characters. Wow.
Just every time. I'm trying to find the person. I can't find them. It's fine. We'll move on.
I really should watch Shanghai Nights again or Shanghai Noon.
I love that
was a
movie.
fun
Actually,
That movie's great. Like because I watched Rush Hour recently and I was like, oh, Rush Hour's good, but you know what's also good?
yeah, Shanghai Noon.
Mhm.
And Shanghai
That's a good
Nights.
one.
Yeah. Just like the Asian white guy in a Western setting. It's great.
And his name is John Wayne.
Yeah.
Wang.
Oh, John Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good movies.
The jokes.
Wow.
Apparently Jackie Chan's kind of a dick though.
Really?
Like
Yeah, he told his kid that he's not entitled to any of his money because he wants him to like make his own shit.
yeah. Also,
and
yeah.
he like
That's not really dickish.
didn't he like trash talk Taiwan or something because he's like Chinese, so he's
He's
like
a
all
mainland
about
China.
communism and not.
I
He
don't
thinks
know.
democracy is like garbage or something.
I'm actually
Oh.
not sure about that, but I heard he's like who's the Weinberg guy? The Hollywood
Weinstein?
Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. He
Yeah,
backed him up or something.
Apparently he is like the Harvey Weinstein of China.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But then since it's China, they kind of like try to keep it on the hush hush. The government, like,
Yeah.
has a blind eye to that shit. So, like, because I mean, he is China's biggest star by like,
A
Okay,
large
we are-
margin.
By
we
like an
may
order
also
of
be
magnitude.
speculating. But so, corrections, you can send it to.
Yeah, that's-
corrections at csdcast.com.
That's true. Yeah. This is just like stuff that I've kind of read like through Reddit and like a couple of my Chinese friends. So I might be completely off base here, but like, I do hear he's not exactly the
yeah.
greatest.
I'd be a
That's
little
unfortunate.
conskeptical about it.
Yeah. I'm quite spatula instead.
Gee, thanks.
Conspatula?
Yeah, I don't count spatula.
Conspectacle.
Mm.
He's like it's like the cereal, but
Count
it's
spatula.
spatulas instead.
Is that like the opposite of the Hamburglar? He just makes the burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hamburglar and Count Spatula are like the new crime fighting duo.
Spatula is so
Wait, it's like except the Hamburglar is a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, Count Spatula sounds like kind of a bad guy too.
Kind of does. They could
Actually,
be the
yeah.
villainous duo.
Who has ever been a good count, really?
No.
Oh, I guess the Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, yeah.
Even the Count.
The Count.
Oh, the Count.
Do
No, but didn't he slap people around? Or no, that's a.
That's Elmo.
So sorry, that was a Dave Chappelle sketch.
Yeah.
So that was a hit piece.
One
from Dave-
slap.
Oscar, you're a grouch. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a family show?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's
We're
explicit.
rated E for explicit.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Is that how that works? I feel like it's a little confusing.
There's a little E on the stream. You
Does it
should
literally?
find-
Is it
There's
literally,
literally
E
a
for
little
explicit?
E for explicit.
I thought
Yeah.
you were fucking with me, but
yeah,
No,
me
it's
too.
true.
If
It's
you go
true.
open iTunes,
Rated E for explicit.
I like how you asked after we said that if this is a family show, you didn't like mind the part where we opened with vaginas in the beginning, like
Yeah, I
that
didn't.
wasn't like kind of any indicator.
Well, I don't know. Thought maybe that'd get cut out.
No, that's
I do cut things.
like
But not
you're gonna
a
cut the
lot.
vagina.
I don't know.
Every one of my lines is gonna get cut.
No.
Yeah, we're just gonna completely edit
Just
you
redact.
out.
We're just going to be talking to nothing.
So we have a special guest today, and then it just cuts. It just cuts.
What
right
about
over.
you, Tony?
Yeah,
That might actually be really funny.
No, that.
All right, we're gonna release two versions.
All right,
of this
Tony. I know that we
versions.
don't pay you to do any of this, but if we could do a version where Jake's part is edited out completely, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And also the part where we're talking about editing him out.
Okay.
Yes. No. We leave that part in.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So it's kind of like like when you're watching what's that movie? Shit. I can't remember
What's
anything.
that movie? Great.
It's the one where it's played. It's like kind of played in backwards. The guy has like short-term memory loss, and then he finds out.
Be Kind, Rewind.
No, damn it, that's not the one. Memento, I think.
Oh, yeah, Memento.
Yeah, Memento. So it's kind of
Basically
like
Fight Club.
you find out like people are like
Spoiler
listening
alert.
to the podcast like, what's happening right now? Like, I feel like they're like laughing for no reason. Like,
Why is
what
all my audio in only one ear?
Yeah, what is?
Is it?
No.
Oh.
You could also shift all the
Oh, yeah, I
audio
could do
to
that
one
too.
ear,
And then just switch it every once in a while.
I might.
Oh,
do
that would not be
instead.
annoying at all in the slightest.
Just you're talking and then you hear it over here and then
Yeah,
back
it just
to
like shifts back and forth, front and forward. All right, did I say front and forward? Front and
did.
backward?
Don't worry, I'm not
I
gonna
can't
do
even
that.
speak.
Front and forward.
Honestly, I should see a doctor because I feel like I might actually be concussed because my memory has not been the same since college.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you hit your head in college?
let's.
Wait,
No,
so
I did. I actually was playing a football game in my fraternity, and then I slipped on some mud and legit just like smacked the back of my head on the ground super hard, and like my vision was like blackish for a bit. So like,
Probably did have a concussion.
yeah, I'm probably concussed, and then like I've hit my
I don't know
head.
if it would last 9 years though, 10 years.
No, I think I heard concussions are like permanent damage. Like Frankie Muniz.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's had multiple concussions throughout his life, and he says that he does not recall ever being in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Like straight up, does not remember being a part of Malcolm in the Middle.
Wow.
Like, isn't that insane?
Yeah.
That guy could watch Malcolm in the Middle again.
Yeah.
He just watch himself act like I don't
Silver
remember
lining. Where I'm looking at the silver lining
Right.
in every story.
Wait, are we past
Life
introductions yet?
Oh yes.
Oh.
You know what? Let's get to our first segment here, guys. How was your week, Jake? How was your week?
Yeah, let's start with our.
You
guest.
start with me?
Yeah.
We're starting with you, baby.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting week. Very slow work-wise, but other than that, things were pretty weird. I mean, I don't know if I want to get into it. It's
Oh no, yeah. You only want to get into as much as you want to. Like, don't feel pressure to like talk about your week too much.
Yeah,
Right.
typically we leave out
Personal
sensitive
information.
information that you can't say about
Yeah, don't like you don't have to. Don't talk about your job. Don't tell us what you do.
unless
Just-
you want to.
But like, if
I
you had like
wouldn't.
if you had a particularly bad piece of avocado toast, like
Yeah.
maybe that would be something that that was interesting that happened.
I mean, it wasn't
You
that
know.
interesting. Apparently, Veggie Grill doesn't know how to make toast.
There
Yeah,
you go.
so
you hear that, Veggie Grill?
definitely not sponsored by Veggie
Yeah.
Grill. What is a good vegetarian chain, if there is any?
That's a good
Wait, are you vegetarian or vegan?
Oh, we're getting into my diet right now.
Oh no, we don't have to.
Thought we're not sharing personal information,
Oh,
guys. I do like Cafe Gratitude.
Cafe Gratitude.
That's like
I've heard of that, but haven't gone yet.
I don't know. The whole thing is like the vegan places are cool, but they're so expensive. Like,
Oh,
why?
yeah.
Why are they more expensive than the places serving meat? Like,
Yeah, that's
fuck
a-
out of here with that shit.
My favorite is Sage Bistro, I think.
Do you think it's because the prices of things are actually like?
What is
We're,
Miranda?
we're doing some cat
The
control
meow
here.
meow's getting into my bag.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
the meow.
Do you
meow.
think that vegan food is actually more expensive to prepare, or do you think
Oh, no.
it's literally
What?
just
It's
because
just
there are
it's
so few options for, or like in comparison to meat
It's-
options, they are able to get away with charging that much.
Yeah, it's just because like the demand isn't super high, and yeah, but it's way cheaper. I mean, how much does rice and beans cost compared to?
I heard rice is incredibly expensive, which is
Yeah.
why only the
The
royalty eat it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
yeah.
have to feed the poor just all the meat. So
That's why a 40-pound bag costs like $5 at Costco.
exactly. Wait, what?
of meat? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, my week was pretty good. I had like the weirdest / worst first date ever. It's also the last date with that person, obviously. But
Oh, I was
first-
hoping that you would actually continue and then let us know, give us these horrifying updates as to how this was unfolding. But
I mean, I can go there.
wait,
Maybe we should come back to it later because it'll probably take me like at least 10-15 minutes to tell the story.
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind, but if you want to roll things along, it's up to you guys.
I don't care.
Go.
Maybe
If you would
just
like
like
to
maybe
talk
just
about
like,
it.
maybe just like one interesting thing or like one thing that stood out from the date. Man, the whole thing is just a fucking train wreck, huh?
Yeah, and kind of the part that's funny about it is like her name.
Oh yeah, you don't want to expose her name. That makes sense.
I'll just say it. Her name's Katrina, and at the end of the night, I was calling her Hurricane Katrina. That's like, if I were to make that into like a stand-up bit, like that's what I would call that bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost thought you were gonna say that's what I was gonna call that bitch, and I was like, oh,
Oh no. I'm
stand-up
respectful.
oh yeah, very respectful.
Yeah. I got a new roommate this week, so that's kind of cool. Gonna get some of that untaxed money coming in.
That's always good.
Yeah, extra income's pretty sweet.
I would never complain about extra income. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah, that sounds pretty good. Hurricane Katrina, storms always come around here and there. So let us
Yeah.
know how that goes. You're definitely going on another date, right?
No,
Oh.
most definitely not.
Is it one of those dates where you?
I'm happy to tell you guys the story, but let's do it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Do it
one of those
offline.
dates though where it's like she thought it was good and you didn't? Or
No, it was very clear what
Oh.
my stance was at the end of the night.
All right, got
Yeah.
it, got it. All right, Matt, how was your week? Did you have a hurricane of your own?
No, can't say I did. My week was very not interesting. There's a lot of rain. Just going to work and back, just still getting used to the new job. Things are going fine. That's about it. Like,
It's good.
quite honestly, there wasn't a whole lot going on this week.
Pretty standard week. I feel like not a lot gets done, like in terms of like non-work stuff during during shitty weather.
Yeah. I
Like
guess
you
that's
just want
kinda
to
true.
stay home and like kind of veg and just like play as many video games as possible because I played a shit ton of video games this week.
I did watch the entirety of Jessica Jones season 2 this week, though.
Damn it! I forgot that's out.
Wait, hasn't that been out?
Yes,
It
I'm like
has.
rewatching
Last
old
week.
shows, and I forgot about freaking.
I'm behind.
Came out like a week or two ago, right?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Daredevil season 2.
Oh yeah, no, that's been out forever.
Okay.
That came out
Jessica
last year.
Jones,
Was Jessica Jones in anything besides Jessica Jones and the Defenders?
No,
You mean the actress or the character?
No, just the character.
Yeah,
No,
the actress
just
was
those
in
two.
that bitch next door. Crazy.
And she's out of my league.
Yeah.
She was really
I
funny
think she
in
was
that.
also in
She was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that was a tragedy.
but in terms of the character Jessica Jones,
Spoiler
no,
alert.
I'm pretty sure she was just in those two.
I hope
Netflix
people
shows.
have seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I feel like the statute of limitations on spoilers of that show has passed.
I actually have not watched all
I-
of Breaking Bad, but I also don't care.
Yeah.
So
That's how I
It's-
felt. And then I
I was gonna say
finished
it's not that important of a character, but I realized like, it's actually kind of important. A little bit.
Meh.
A little bit. I feel like yeah. But I mean, we have those weeks. How about you, Tony?
Well, some things did happen. One, I met with my friend Max, who I signed on as another groomsman. Bam, we got 5.
Nice.
what's the ratio now?
I was gonna
Still
say
uneven.
I was gonna say, don't we have 6? And I realized, wait, you're not your own groomsman.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I believe it's 6 to 5 right now.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So we ate at a place called Joe's Cafe,
Mm.
which was
In Granada.
so good. Yes.
Ah,
So this guy, the owner, was on Chopped
that's right.
and won the show.
Mhm.
He was only known as a breakfast guy and was like, "Hey, I can actually cook."
Is his
And
name
then
Joe?
just freaking won, yeah.
Nice.
And he just won the show. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Joe's Cafe. Where? Okay, actually,
I can tell you offline where exactly. I mean, we say Granada Hills. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
The cafe's in Granada Hills.
You can
what I
Yelp it.
ate was
I'll Yelp it.
the extra cheese grilled cheese sandwich.
Is there grilled cheese in that grilled cheese? Like, is it like
Did
two
they-
grilled cheeses as the bread?
No.
Well, don't tell me yet. Did they put cheese on the outside of the bread, grilled that so there's a nice cheese skirt on
That's
the
actually
outside?
how I make my grilled
No.
cheese now.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds good
Oh.
though. They did not.
Yeah,
make
I
it that way.
literally fry shredded sharp cheddar on the bottom and top of the bread, and it makes it like a crispy cheese on the top and bottom. It actually works out really well.
I bet. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible for you, but yeah.
I think it's called that because it's not just cheddar cheese. There's like smoked Gouda and there's like
It's like a shit ton
4,
of different
5,
cheeses.
6 cheeses. In
Is
this
it
thing.
actually a grilled cheese though, and not a melt?
It is an actual grilled cheese. However, I ordered it like a melt because I added chicken and grilled onions.
Got it.
Do you think you can win Chopped with a grilled cheese?
No, but it was
No,
delicious.
I bet you can against. It really depends on your opponents, though. I think.
Here I have for you a deconstructed grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes.
This is toast with cheese on the side.
It's a piece of toast
some
alongside
fondue.
some sharp cheddar, unmelted, and a small slab of butter.
Just all raw on the plate.
Yeah,
But you
That
know, they
sounds
cut like
great.
circles into it to make it very presentable.
right.
Yeah, they shaped the cheese into like a flower or something.
I would love for that. I would love for there to be a Chopped episode where all the contestants are like just fucking trolling and just like giving like, this is deconstructed apple. And it's like, this is just a sliced up apple. Bon appetit.
And then that's it. 10 out of 10.
I just want them to say like stupid stuff, like this is a closed open face sandwich.
Oh, that
It's
would
like,
be, that
that's
would
just
be
a
pretty
fucking
good.
sandwich.
This is a chicken fried. This is a chicken fried chicken, isn't that?
A fully
They have chicken
constructed-
fried chicken.
That's just fried chicken. Am I wrong?
No,
No,
it's
it
different.
has to do with like the breading.
The breading, a certain kind of breading.
Like actually at Disneyland, that is Walt Disney's favorite meal is chicken fried chicken.
Yeah.
But if you ask Tony the difference between a chicken
Is it
fried
bone-
steak
is it bone
and a
in
country
still?
fried steak,
Is it
I
bone
don't
in
know.
still, or is the chicken like kind of ground up the same way a Salisbury
No,
steak
it's
is?
like a giant chicken patty or like a giant chicken finger.
They basically
Chicken
smash-
finger or chicken nugget?
it's
like-
mystery meat.
They basically took a chicken breast, smashed it kind of flattish,
And then
and then
fried
just
it
did that.
in chicken.
Oh, okay,
stuff.
okay. So it's not like
it's a
ground meat.
breast.
It's not processed meat.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Because you know, like for a chicken fried steak, the steak's not actually steak. It's like a Salisbury steak. It's like ground beef, sort of, almost.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not really ground beef, but it's a Salisbury steak. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like one piece of meat.
Oh, really? I always thought it was just like a really shitty cut of meat.
No, yeah. It's well, I guess it depends on where you go.
Yeah, I've never ordered it.
Like
online.
I think a chicken fried steak could actually either be like a cheap cut of steak, like a cheap cut of beef that they pound really thin,
Yeah, super thin.
and then they bread and fry. But then there's also the Salisbury steak style chicken fried steak
Ah.
as well. Damn. Okay,
Sounds
now I
interesting.
want to try a chicken fried steak or chicken fried chicken.
Chicken fried chicken.
Yeah.
It's pretty good at the Disneyland. What is it? Carnation Cafe, I think.
It's a shame that I can't afford anything at Disneyland.
yeah, it's only $27.
It's no, I think it's like 16 or something.
Oh,
okay.
that's affordable.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go.
Well, that's a normal meal.
Where?
At Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
$20.
Actually, that's cheap for Disneyland.
No, like
now that I
most-
think about it,
I could be completely wrong
because
I
a
haven't
hot dog
ordered
or
it.
a burger at Disneyland would be like what, like $12.
Corn
You get
dogs
like a
is $10.
chimichanga and one of those Dole Whips, and you're
Oh,
in
a
solid
Dole!
20
I could go
bucks.
for a fucking Dole Whip. Is there any place that sells anything similar to Dole Whip outside of Disneyland?
Yes.
Where? And that's not in Hawaii.
No. Okay, so
We get it now.
God
You went to
fucking damn
Hawaii.
it.
no.
Yeah,
no.
that's cheaper. Fly to Hawaii to get one.
No. Like, there's actually a place over at the mall by us.
Oh, I almost said the name of the mall, and then I was like, oh, I caught it as it was coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, there's a place over by the mall near us next to the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea there was a Buffalo Wild
Yeah,
Wings
they
there.
do have it there.
It's
No, we've been to that. I think maybe it was just me and James.
No, Tony.
I'll tell you
I
what-
swear to God, Tony. Like you,
I'll tell you what it is offline.
half the time you're like, yeah, Peter, we've been to this place together. I'm like, no, I have not. Like, we went to a Witch today, and he was like, Peter, I've definitely been here with you. And I was like, maybe, but I could have sworn I've never eaten here before. I walk in, and then the way you order food there is you like grab a bag or something, and
So
then,
you never have.
and then you mark it the way you
guess it was
want
just
your
Matt.
sandwich to be made. And I'm like, okay, there's no way in fucking hell that I've ever eaten here, because there's no way I would have forgotten that this is how you fucking order.
Right.
So,
Or like the guy yelling, "What do you want?"
yeah.
when you walk in. It's
Yeah.
pretty signature too.
Yeah, I thought that was a little strange, but yeah. And then as soon as I walked up, he's like, we're only doing to go take out orders. And we're like, sure.
Really, he yelled that at you?
they
Well,
didn't yell it, but he was just he was very strong about saying
Yes,
it.
he was very firm on that.
Were they about to close?
No.
No, they were closed by the time we left.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or by the time we
But they
finished
close
eating
at
and left.
8.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's super
Oh.
early for.
I mean, think about where that was. You know.
Yeah, there's a sushi place right next to it. It's probably popping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just another Tonyism where you
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
speaking with authority
And
on things
the
that
same thing has happened to me too, where it's like we've definitely been here together. I'm like, no, I haven't.
I do want to go to Buffalo. Actually,
I've never had a good Buffalo Wild Wings experience.
I've only had one experience, but then when I
Same.
went, there was a car on fire in front of the restaurant. So you could say that I had a very hot time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think Wingstop's
I don't know.
better.
I've always kind of seen Buffalo Wild Wings as it's just a place to drink and watch sports.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah, they also serve mediocre wings.
Right. But
Right?
like beer's
Hooters.
also mediocre too, right? It's just like Bud
Yeah.
Light.
No, Hooters wings are actually good.
I know.
I've actually never been to Hooters. I gotta say.
They got fried pickles,
And
Yeah.
deep fried pickle
are
chips.
they good?
Yeah, I mean,
For a restaurant
it's
like that.
deep fried pickle chips, you know.
I mean, how can you fuck up that?
Yeah.
Is it a chicken fried pickle chip?
It might be chicken fried
It's pickle fried pickles.
Don't ask what that is.
What is that?
I said don't ask.
Oh shit, you're right. I already forgot. I'm concussed. So
Oh, yeah.
The tangents are real.
No, instead of oil, they just use dill pickle juice.
they use dill pickle juice to brine the chicken at Chick-fil-A.
Do
they? Yeah, they do. They use
Oh,
pickle
huh.
juice to brine it.
Is
So-
it kosher dill?
I actually have no.
Because they're a Christian
I don't think.
organization.
I don't think Christianity or Christian organizations really care about kosher as much as Jewish people do.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's why I was
unless
asking.
you're the what is it? The Jews for Jesus, or what is it? There's like
That's
one.
a thing.
Yeah, there's like one.
there's so many sects of Christianity that's
It's like a sect of Christianity.
But
that
it makes me
basically-
wonder: aren't Jews for Jesus just Christian?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they still like follow the Old Testament stuff, like the yeah, I don't
The
know.
morals and stuff. In
But
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
like being Jewish is also more
you
than
know,
just
like-
religion. It's also kind of like a. There's kind of like an ethnic.
Oh, Jews. It's a people too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like not just a religion.
Yeah, so I guess like maybe that's
culture.
more of like their culture is
yeah.
they're like they're like, oh yeah, we don't necessarily say we're just Christian because we do like we're proud of our Jewish culture.
Right.
So
it could be
Makes
it.
sense.
I mean I wouldn't know though. So
Right.
I'm just a dirty North Korean.
Wait, whose week were we talking about?
Tony's.
I know it's Tony's.
How did this happen?
Oh no,
Oh,
they're
the grilled
eating at
cheese.
they're eating at
The grilled
Joe's Cafe.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's Cafe.
That was it for the.
But you had the grilled cheese there.
I did, and I added chicken and grilled onions to it, so
Yeah.
it was a melt.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta say, when we went to the stand and I got that what was like I can't remember anything. the beef grilled cheese sandwich. What kind of meat was it? I forget already.
You need maybe you need to even it out. Smack the other side.
I hit the front lobes a lot, so
Uh-huh.
maybe the back needs a good smacking.
Yeah.
Or maybe at that point I'll just go into a coma.
I don't remember what you had either.
It's like
Is it pastrami?
It's
No,
like
that's-
the beef.
that's what
The
I
beef
had.
like pulled apart. Like it was very
Brisket?
tender. Not brisket. Whatever. It was like a beef. It was a beef grilled cheese. They called it like a beef grilled cheese, and I was like, "This is a fucking melt. This is not a
Oh,
grilled
from
cheese."
the grilled cheese truck.
No, it
No.
was at this
From
place
the
called the Stand that does like American food.
yeah, okay.
It's really good though. But yeah,
It's a hot dog place.
is it a hot dog place?
Yeah.
Because the very first thing on their menus is sandwiches.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought it was a hot dog place.
Yeah, it's like sandwiches, burgers, and then they have a whole row of hot dogs. So
I saw Dave Grohl at that stand once.
Dave Grohl lives in California. That doesn't make sense. Actually.
He shops in Tarzana. Yeah, he's around.
I lied. I didn't see him there. My mom did.
He literally shops
Close
though
enough.
in Tarzana.
I do have friends that
I love
are
you,
not
Mom.
from California ask me like
You
from
hear
time
that?
to time, do you see famous people around? I'm like, I never leave my house. So
So yes,
so yes.
All the time.
I mean, I do remember when we like in elementary school, like we went to the same elementary school as Brian McKnight's kid, and they would
Suge Knight, right? That was his kid's name.
was it? I don't think so.
I think that's someone else.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight's son may or may not have been involved in the murder of Tupac. Who knows? So
He definitely was not.
definitely was not. But I remember. Oh my God! These
Yeah, he went to our elementary school.
Yeah, and I just remember like his uncles would pull up in like their Dodge Viper or something, and they would have TVs in like next to the airbags and shit. And like that's some baller ass shit, dude. It's crazy. So
Yeah, and this was before. This is the '90s still.
yeah,
It's before Pimp My Ride.
Before 2000.
it
Yeah.
was nuts. And gold rims too.
I did have one more serious story. I guess I could share,
Tell me the seriousness of your story.
not to dampen the mood, but so yeah, I went to my dad's on Wednesday. And I left, and my brother just went to Coffee Bean and back. So he came back, and some guy was walking around the neighborhood and followed him up to the front door almost, and just straight up just started attacking my brother
Whoa.
out of nowhere, like jump kicks. He apparently started with the like hand smack to the ears to stun James really quick,
Uh-huh.
but he was like aware of that move, so he shook it off really fast.
Uh-huh.
James said he was able to dodge most of the kicks and got inside.
Whoa.
And he told my dad, and he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Are you okay?" Whatever. And then a brick comes flying through the window. So my dad obviously gets up.
Beat his ass.
Well, so he gets up and then tries to open the door, and the guy is standing there holding the door open. Then he jumps on my dad, knocks him to the ground,
Big mistake.
like the concrete. Yeah. So basically, my dad and brother just beat the shit out of this guy until the cops came. James held him in a chokehold.
Damn.
The guy almost passed out.
What the fuck?
Your dad's a what level black belt again?
6th degree.
God.
They picked
But
the
he
wrong
opened
guy.
the door and he jumped on his back.
Yeah,
So
no,
my
I-
dad was like, "What the
Like,
yeah, of course.
You know, your brain is like trying to like process a certain amount of sanity, and that was just not sane of that guy.
Yeah.
So like, I could totally understand that.
They
it took him
didn't
by
recognize
surprise.
the dude or anything?
No, he's apparently mentally unstable, so it's the parents' fault, really.
Oh, they just kind of. So he was attacking without like intention, sort of. Like
yeah,
it was just.
apparently he might have been doing this before. Like he just wanders around and just picks somebody to start punching or kicking. But my dad said this guy was very strong, and that's coming from my dad, who's like,
He's built. He's
Hulk.
a built dude. Yeah.
yeah.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently he just yelled to James like, "Just start hitting him," because my dad was like on the ground, he couldn't do anything. So
Damn.
James was
Wow.
actually the savior.
Weren't they just yelling like, dude, who are you?
Where are they
Well-
okay? Like any last?
Yeah. So James just got his knuckles are a bit sore from punching the guy so hard.
It makes sense.
He
Battle
got
scars.
a little bruise on his rib from getting kicked like once or twice, and a little cut on his lip.
No fractures or anything.
Nope.
That's good. That's good.
And then my dad just got scraped up from hitting the concrete so hard, and his glasses shattered. I guess his face might have hit the floor,
Damn.
so he got a little black eye.
God,
That's
that's
about it.
Good
scary.
Lord. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't more serious.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
and like the injuries weren't more serious. I guess.
This is crazy because I was falling asleep, and then James was calling me, and I was like, "Why is he calling me at like 11:30?" And yeah, his voice was super shaky. He was like, "Yeah, this literally just happened."
Whoa.
So the guy got arrested. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Like,
So he was in jail for 7 days.
your dad is filing probably a police report, or
Yes.
has already filed one.
Yeah, he did yesterday.
Are they going to press charges? You think?
Yes, they did. They also got a restraining order on this guy.
I mean, that makes sense.
So
It's
Yeah.
just if he's mentally ill, like.
Well,
yeah,
the
the charges.
responsibility probably falls upon the parents for
No,
like,
yeah,
covering costs.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering, like, so does that mean he lives in the neighborhood then?
5 houses down. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How does that work with a restraining order?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Do
I
they
guess
have to
that's
move?
far enough.
So he just can't go the direction
That's
of your
likely
parents.
farther than 500 feet.
Yeah.
5 houses.
Yeah.
500 feet doesn't seem like that much of a distance for a restraining order.
Well, 500 feet's a tenth of a mile.
Yeah, but for someone that could like physically,
Sprint it.
yeah.
I think that's the minimum you can ask for.
I don't know about restraining orders.
Here's what you do: you get a Raspberry Pi, right? And you program, you build it. You get a little light sensor, right? Like a little motion detector, and you set up like a fake machine gun outside that just anybody who walks by it tracks them.
Oh God.
The machine gun
after
just
hearing
stays
about
pointing at
those
them.
like terrible Austin bombings, like I'm kind of scared to even talk about like automated like systems right now. Did you hear that guy actually died? I think he blew himself up from my understanding. You guys know
Yeah, he
about
did.
Austin bombings, right?
I
I know a
actually
little
don't.
bit. I saw a bunch of people like sarcastically being like, "Oh, we need to get more bombs in the hands of good people to stop."
Yeah, this is the guy that was sending bombs via FedEx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my understanding, he was actually like, I think he knew that he was being tailed by the police or something, and then set off an explosion on himself.
Yeah, in his car.
Yeah.
And just blew him up.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this is the
that's terrifying.
somber cast this
Yeah.
week.
The depression cast.
Well, I mean, I'm glad your dad and your brother are okay though.
Yeah.
They are.
And they got the, I mean, the guy got a knock, but then James got the res,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now they got enough BP that your dad can buy new glasses.
Yeah. Exactly.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet.
Matt, yeah, there are your brother and your dad are just making bank off the Steam community market thanks to this guy. So like, no, like honestly, if they teamed up together, they could make a lot of money together.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised at James. Like, he's got lucky that he is going to the gym a lot, so he's pretty built.
Mm-hmm.
So him getting hit didn't.
That guy was just really unlucky.
Yeah,
Yes,
he picked the wrong.
He tried.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should not mess with my family members.
So was that guy like big?
My dad said he was very strong. Like I said, yeah.
Like he was like built or like just.
I mean, maybe he just
strong?
had like that kind of
He
like.
could
like
just
dad
be really
strength?
adrenaline.
He might have been big and strong, not necessarily built.
Right. That just seems incredibly irresponsible, especially if there's a history of this behavior to like let.
Yeah, that's why it would fall on the parents.
And this was like a young person.
I don't know. The only description I got from both of them was guy, so I assume not a kid.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, don't mess with the.
Yeah,
Tony
don't mess with
family.
Tony's family.
We're pretty much all in martial arts.
When's the last time you did martial arts?
3 years ago.
What martial art?
Wing Chun.
Oh, the same as your dad?
No, he does Okinawan Shiran Ryu.
That
he does
sounds
karate.
Like,
Hadouken!
yeah,
honestly,
that sounds like something that like like in a fighting game.
It honestly does.
Okinawa Shirin Ryu.
That can replace Tatsumaki Senpukaku and that'd be
Sweet
perfectly
potatoes and flying kicks.
Yeah, he was
I
a
heard
sensei.
sweet
for-
potatoes.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
Okinawans, like most of their diet is just like Japanese sweet potato.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he
Gotta
was
get
a
those carbs
sensei
in.
for 30 years.
Yikes.
Super Saiyan for 30
A
years.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that guy got destroyed.
And again, my dad wasn't even the one to really do it. James just stepped in and kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
Got-
good job, James,
got some
for
XP.
keeping
You know, it's
yourself and
like
your dad safe.
it's a good thing he didn't target someone else. Like, what if he?
Yeah.
What if he walked into a gun family?
Or no,
That's-
even, like what if he?
Or
What if he
someone who
targeted
couldn't
like
defend
Yeah,
themselves.
who couldn't defend
Yeah.
themselves?
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, is it
Like
it's-
my weak ass.
Yeah, that guy got lucky of who he picked, sort of.
Yeah, I would be like, get off me! 1v1 in Fortnite, bitch! Like,
Oh my god.
this isn't how we fight in my household.
Anyway, off to the somber cast. How was your week?
I mean,
Off from the somber cast.
since the last podcast, I finished up by with my friends coming into town. Like I had 2 friends come in from the Bay Area, 2 from from Toronto, and we just did a bunch of touristy shit in the LA area, such as going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Griffith Park.
And then you go, what else is there?
The Grove. And, yeah, I mean, really, like I talked about this last week, but like really, honestly,
I
in terms
guess
of-
I could take you to Melrose.
yeah, our Airbnb was in Melrose.
Okay.
so,
So you already had it
yeah,
done.
it was just there's not much to do besides eat and shop.
Let's
I
say
feel.
everything's so spread out.
Yeah, like you have to drive. Like there are things to do, but there's no way you're doing multiple things in the same day, especially with the traffic of LA. You know?
Yep.
Like it's insane. It's the traffic and the parking. Like we paid for like $50 worth of parking in one day.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a lifestyle.
yeah, seriously, it's not good. It's not good. And there's a lot of fucking shopping that I did not partake in because, I can't afford things. So, yeah, it was still fun though. Like the food was good, hanging out with friends was good, but like I'm just realizing after that weekend that like I totally am kind of like the extroverted introvert. Like I do like hanging out with friends. I do think it's a good time, but after a certain amount of time, I need to fucking climb back into my lair, my den, my cave. I just need
And scream at some children on the internet.
well, I definitely don't do that.
Oh.
Don't look at me that way. I mean, I may. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I just like even if it's like talking with friends on Discord and stuff. That's fine. Like just being in the physical presence of people for a long ass period of time.
It's more stressful.
It's tiring, man.
Yeah.
Like it's exhausting. I mean, there are certain people that I could probably travel with and not feel that way, but like I had like certain friends that were very energetic, I need to go hit this and this, like schedule. And it's like, can I just fucking like sit and relax and drink this coffee and just stare at people?
You just
for
need a
like
breathing
like,
time.
just give me some time to breathe. Like one of my friends was like, yeah, I mean, I don't like sitting in one place for too long. Like I would rather just walk around, even if it means I get lost. It's like, what? No, don't do that. That's annoying. like why would you admit an annoying quality about yourself that you could easily fix?
What a waste of time,
yeah,
too.
just like literally, like
What'd you do today? I got lost a little longer than I wanted to.
I'm not gonna say his name on the podcast, but I was just like, it was literally like, where's X? Where is he?
That was a theme for
Yeah,
the day.
no. Every 30 minutes, it was just like even if we would be doing stuff too.
Yeah.
Like we would be walking around Griffith, checking out the sites, checking out the different exhibits and stuff.
In the middle
or
of a drive.
or we'd be shop. Yeah, in the middle of a drive. It's like, where?
Shit, we left him.
And then we'd be like, is it okay if we just go? Just don't look back. He's a grown man. Uber exists. And we actually did that a couple times.
Does he have a credit
Not
card?
gonna lie. We actually were like, yo, we don't know where you are right now, and you're not picking up your phone, so we are going to go to this place, which is not too far away, so we will meet you there. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Because like after a certain amount of time, it's like we need to shop for a leash or something for this guy.
I guess I'll bleep out his name then.
Damn it! Did I say his name?
His name is redacted.
Okay, redacted. Just sorry. When I get into a story, I forget about the details that I'm supposed to leave out.
I was listening with my full attention and I didn't hear the name, so
I heard it.
Okay, just
I figured that's who you were going to talk about too.
yeah, we're gonna have to redact that. Yeah, but
His name was redacted.
Yeah,
I mean, if he listens to this, he knows that I'm talking about him, and he knows that he can be exhausting. So like, it's fine. But yeah, like even if he wasn't there, it's like just being around people and constantly doing stuff is exhausting, and like I just need time to myself. So when I finally fucking got home and took like the longest, best nap of my life, I felt refreshed in a way that I had not felt in a long time. Because like most of my traveling is actually done. Like most of my experience in traveling was just with like either my family when I was young, or with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend at the time. So it would just be either just one-on-one, and then we had a very similar mindset in terms of traveling. Like, try to hit these places. If we can't, it's fine. Like, it's important to also like be able to relax, you know? So,
do some shit and chill.
yeah,
I totally get it.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was, I mean, I had a lot of fun that weekend, but fuck, LA sucks. Wait, that's not the moral of the story.
It was last
But
week.
LA does suck in a lot of ways. Like, LA is great, but LA also blows. So, yeah, other than that, the weather has been pretty garbage. I finally got my passport renewed.
Hey.
And I went on a rainy day, which was actually really good because that meant like a lot of people didn't actually show up to the passport agency. So the wait was I went with my mom because like she had done it before, and she was like, oh, I'll just bring you and I'll show you how you do it. So when I went with her, she said last time I did this, it took 6 hours. And I was like,
Holy.
You didn't just go to the post office?
No, I'm not sure why I didn't go to the post office.
You could.
I'm not sure if I was.
The lines are pretty bad too.
Okay, so would you have been able to do everything there?
You can't. They don't take your picture anymore. It looks like.
Oh, really?
They don't?
Okay, I had to take.
You have to do it at like a different place. Bring in the picture to the passport people at the post office, and then they send it off.
But you can do it at Costco.
Yeah, I had to get I had my picture taken at the actual agency, so I got everything fucking done there. But Tony, so you're right. You actually will at some point. As California citizens, we do need to actually have a passport to travel domestically.
Yeah, from state to state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know when they're going to enforce that. The passport,
I thought that already happened.
Did that already happen? Because the person I was talking to said...
I definitely didn't need to do it.
The person that I talked to said soon.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't actually give me a time, like a time when that's going to happen. But
yeah, the CNN article I read first it said February, but... Obviously, we're past
it's
that.
possible they pushed it back, but yeah, I got both the passport, book, and card. And apparently, with the card, you're able to go into like Canada,
medical marijuana dispensaries,
and Mexico. Yeah, that too. Yeah. But with the book, that's how you travel internationally. But yeah, they don't have a waiting room, or there's like an initial waiting line, which is where the majority of the wait is, and then they'll give you a number where you could wait in the waiting room. It was super fucking rainy and cold, so that fucking sucked. But that also meant that we waited only like 2.5 hours total throughout the duration of things.
So it was like a fast pass. You waited in line to get a line.
Exactly. So when you go to Disneyland on rainy days, you don't have to wait as long. It's the same idea.
You pretty much don't have to wait at all. Actually, it's the best. Well, I mean, no, it's a terrible time, but don't go to Disneyland. It's awful. You don't want to go.
Yeah, especially when it's raining.
Yeah, it's the worst. It gets
But,
flooded and. Yeah.
But so the agent that was actually handling us was I think like a Chinese or Filipino woman. She's like, "Oh, your eyes are very chinky, just like my niece's." And I was like, "Oh,
Charming.
okay."
Oh, wow.
And I was just like,
Your mouth is really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of like yelling at my face, telling me how chinky my eyes are, and my mom was just like laughing. I was just like. I was like, oh, okay, it's jokes at my expense. Great, sounds good. But
you should have ripped her.
I was just like, yo, that
You were too taken aback.
yeah, and I also was like slightly scared that she was gonna just reject my application for whatever reason. So I was like,
fair.
I really need to get this done. So you could make fun of how small my eyes are anytime, please. Just let me go. But yeah, I got my passport photo taken. They only gave me one chance, and I look like an actual murderer in it. So
I think that's pretty standard, though.
Yeah.
no, apparently it's not. Like,
But you're not
I
allowed
showed
to smile. Like it literally says, "Do not smile" in your passport picture.
my
So-
friends apparently smiled.
Dude, when I went with my parents back in the day, I made a funny face, and then they were like, "Oh no, we have to retake it. It's like going to be another $25 or whatever."
What a fucking nightmare.
I didn't know. I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Well,
Pay you back if I had money to pay you back with.
it's
It was
only
like 12.
it's only $25. That's like a fried chicken meal at
Yeah.
Disneyland.
full circle.
But there was that, and then I also was trying to stream yesterday, and about 45 minutes into the stream, my entire neighborhood experienced a complete blackout. It was actually really bad because when we were out, I was actually leaving the gated community to hang out at my friend's place until power came back on, because the power went out in like a 2-mile radius around my house.
Yeah.
Like the closest shopping center to me, which is actually pretty close, was completely blacked out as well, and the street lights were completely gone too. Like, you know, like a lot of the times it'll be like flashing red as opposed to like functioning properly. It was just completely off.
Yeah.
And also, I live in a gated community. The gates would not open. So there was a humongous line forming outside of the gated community entrance.
People trying to get in.
And yeah, people were trying to get in. And the stupid thing about my gated community is that the entrance to the gated community is on like a, how do I explain this?
Incline?
No, it's like the entrance. There's
A big four-way intersection?
yeah, it's like a 4-way intersection, but there's no room to line up outside of the gated community.
Yeah, 'cause it's into the
if a
street.
line were to form, it would
Yeah.
just go straight out into the intersection. And there's only 2 streets. There's only 2 lanes leading up into my gated community. One is for forward and left turns, and one is for right turns. So if you're trying to make a left turn, good fucking luck, because those people are lining up to go straight into the gated community. And like fucking idiots, people actually completely blocked off the intersection as they lined up to get into the gated community. So I felt really bad for the security guards, because obviously the gated community was not the gate was not equipped to deal with a blackout like this, because the security guards, I saw them, were in the rain trying to manually lift the gate up to let cars through. But even worse than that was there was a second gate, like these huge metal gate doors.
You're just talking about the
I'm just talking about
blocking.
I'm just talking about the initial wooden like thing that blocks you like every other like security gate. But there's actual like metal gates that bar the entrance. So like I was like, how the fuck are people supposed to get in? Luckily for me, the exit to my community is actually always open. It just has those like metal tire poppers if you try to go in the wrong way. But apparently since a blackout occurred, those dropped down, and then they just you were able to just.
Those are electrically powered?
Or maybe the security guards just
They
lowered
must have
them.
dropped
Oh, so that people
Yeah,
can
that-
get in
yeah.
faster, maybe.
But no one was actually trying to get in through that side.
I mean, probably because they're scared of
hitting
popping
people.
the
Yeah,
tiles.
because at the same time, that exit is actually very narrow as well. But that was a nightmare. But I went over to my friend's place and played some games at his place, and like the reason why I didn't stay at my house mostly was because not only was there no electricity, I also get no reception at my house. So it was like I was living in like the Stone Ages. It was completely dark. I couldn't get any signal on my phone, like because I was streaming in the middle of it, so I literally had to walk a couple blocks away from my house with my phone in the air to get enough signal to tweet out saying that, hey, my power is out, so no more stream. So like that was a fun experience. But yeah, I went to my friend's place to play some games. The thing is, my friend is a little bit on the shorter side, and he has a pull-up bar going into his room, and I legit hit my head on that thing at max speed like
There you go.
5
There's
times.
your
That
concussion.
explains the memory loss.
Yes.
You got a new one.
So new concussions, I think.
Lovely.
Like it hit me at like the zenith of my head. Zenith. I don't know how do you pronounce that word?
Zenith.
You're all wrong.
What is it? Zenith?
No.
That's the
I'm kidding.
that's a television brand.
Yeah, Zenith televisions.
I don't buy TVs
it
anymore.
doesn't matter what the correct
But
pronunciation
yeah, I hit
is.
my head
Everyone
on there
knows.
multiple times, and I feel like my memory is just shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's specifically because of yesterday, but I do feel like my memory has never really been the same since college.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have such a hard time remembering certain details.
And you have said this before, but you probably don't remember. You literally said this like 10 minutes ago.
I know, but I like reiterating myself.
Okay.
So
Just making sure.
yeah, that was pretty much my week
All right.
in
Cool.
review. So yeah, sorry, that was a really long and tangential start to this podcast. But
It's all right.
yeah, but our next what's our
Anyone need a break?
What's our next segment?
Does anyone need a break?
It's
News?
It
yeah,
is
it's-
news.
It's the news.
Oh, it's the news.
But do we need a break?
Do we need a break?
No.
I don't need a break.
No.
I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go straight into news.
Gaming.
Tony, do you want to start or do you want me to start off? Do we have music for our news segment?
We do.
We do. How's it go?
That's gonna
hum
be
it.
it.
Can you hum it?
That's how it goes.
Oh, does it?
No, it's
Is that like?
All right, play the song
Funky?
at that exact moment, Tony.
I think it's the same key too. Anyway, should we start?
No.
Gaming news. Did we say anything about Dragon Ball Fighters last week?
Yes.
About Evo?
About
Well,
Evo? I don't know
said
about
that
Evo.
a while
Evo.
ago.
Wait, what exactly about it? Because I remember that Dragon Ball Z Fighters is going to be at Evo. Was that the news?
Whereas
No,
Marvel
the
is
news,
not.
The news is that it is the most entrance of any game at
Oh.
Evo.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out on a limb and be a total noob here. What's Evo?
Evo is a fighting game tournament, probably the biggest fighting game tournament
It's held once
in
a year.
the world.
Justin Wong.
Yeah, they have a couple of them.
I know
'cause
they have
there's
Evo US,
Japan,
Evo Japan, Evo
Oh my
US.
god.
Yeah, Justin Wong. Yeah, basically Justin Wong
Yeah.
fame at Evo.
He's the guy that always cries at the end of Evo, right?
No.
No, I heard he talks about.
Yeah, he does because he always
he
freaking
always
wins
has like
Street
a
Fighter.
Yeah, he always has like a passionate. No. Okay,
sorry, that's
no,
Dyrus.
I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No. Evo. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure Justin Wong is the commentator, right?
No. Justin Wong is the player who
Justin Wong's the
always
player.
wins.
Oh shit! Who am I thinking of? There is a commentator for Evo.
There's so many
No,
commentators.
but he's like
There's
the
one
most. But
specific
he's
one, yeah.
this is like a
it
very
the
famous.
black
No,
dude?
he's Asian.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
very famous Asian commentator for Evo, and he's known for always having a very impassioned speech about Evo and fighting games. And he always ends up crying. It's like a meme.
I have no idea.
I forgot his name. Yeah, he's been doing it forever.
But yeah, that's really cool that Dragon Ball Fighters is has the most entrants of any fighting game. I mean,
Well, in a sense, it's sort of replacing Marvel vs. Capcom, which while
Oh,
it
yeah.
was a smaller game at Evo, the fact that it's drawing the people from that pretty much, and the people that just played that game, I mean, it's a
I
big
heard
game. This year.
Smash actually has the least entrance.
Probably
like
because of the
combined,
announcement.
combined or what?
The least entrance of any of the games at Evo. Which
But
is,
there are two Smash games though.
Individually, each Smash Bros. Game, I'm sure, is low.
Yeah, but
yeah, I would say. I think that's hard to say. I heard that Smash is the lowest.
sounds like combined
entrance.
then.
Common denominator.
Yeah.
Which I would think that it's actually. I thought BlazBlue would probably be the lowest, but I could just be wrong about that.
People dig the Guilty Gear style.
Yeah, but
Stuff.
that's why Guilty
The
Gear.
Arc Systems,
Yeah,
the Arc
Arc
Systems
Systems.
fighting
I
games.
mean,
yeah.
Arc Systems again. 3 games at Evo this year. So
Wait,
Yeah.
do
Is that
is
who
it
made the
Blaze
Dragon
Blue?
Ball?
Is that how you
yeah,
say it?
they made BlazBlue.
I always called it Blaze Blue.
Okay.
Guilty Gear.
I called it
and
Blaz Blue,
Dragon Ball
but that
Fighter.
probably is wrong. I know
Might be
Blaze
Blaz
Blue
Blue.
and Guilty Gear. Do you play only one character in those games?
Yes.
Okay, and so Dragon Ball is the only one with the 3v3 style.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
I think this year's that's the only one that has that at all, except for like 2s and Smash and stuff like that.
I guess my main question is Dragon. Do you find any? Is there a lack? Is there a character that should be on the Dragon Ball Fighters roster that isn't there?
Goku.
Excuse me, he's in there like 3 times, like legitimately.
Regular Goku.
No, he's coming. Don't worry.
Do you think he actually is coming?
Miller Light
yeah,
Goku.
no, they already
Yeah,
sort of
Miller
leaked.
Lite Goku.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so some stuff's already been leaked.
So no, Broly and that one.
Broly and Bardock are the first DLC
Who
characters.
the fuck is Bardock?
He's Goku's father.
dad. Yeah.
I thought Broly was Goku's father.
No, Broly's just a really super strong.
Didn't you watch the
Saiyan.
show?
I actually did not.
It's funny because both of those characters are actually kind of just from movies, not so much the original series. So it's fine if you don't know about them. It's,
All I want is my boy Trunks to be in the game. Trunks is in the
he's
game,
in
right?
Is
yeah,
Go
he's in
Tanks?
yeah, Go Tanks is in there.
Okay, I haven't played the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't played the
Go
game
Tanks.
But
either.
there's legitimately 3 Gokus currently in the game.
And one
Super
is not
Saiyan
the
Goku. Yeah, there's Super Saiyan Goku, there's Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and there's Super Saiyan Rose Goku.
Which one's Super Saiyan 3?
Isn't there like Black
Super Saiyan
Goku
Black.
too or something?
It's yeah.
Which one's
Black
Super
and,
Saiyan 3?
The original Goku can turn into Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Is
no,
it a
Super Saiyan
5-minute?
Black
Is it a
is the one
5-minute
with the red hair.
cutscene when he goes Super Saiyan 3?
I would hope so. I hope this is the longest
This is a
fighting game
Super
ever.
Saiyan 2.
No, but
That was announced.
Super Saiyan Rose is the same as
There's no
Goku
way he will
Black.
do this.
I would love for there to be a fighting game that has like microphone functionality where you actually have to yell into your mic to power up your character. That would be great.
You go, Dad.
And you have to do.
Show accurate yelling.
There's only 5 minutes till the planet explodes. It lasts 3 hours.
All right. Well, that's Dragon Ball.
Well done, everybody.
Moving
Can
right
you play
along.
as Dragon Ball? Maybe
No.
that's one that you can.
Shenron is in the game, though.
Just play as a Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right, 4 balls OP.
Oh boy. PUBG's free on Android and iOS.
And
case you didn't know.
this is not crossplay, right?
No,
It's not.
Not that I can tell. It seems to be mobile only, mobile to mobile.
Has anyone played it yet?
No.
I haven't tried it, but I've seen videos of the gameplay and it looks
Easy.
pretty good. Like it looks like the PC game.
It looks like PUBG.
It runs better than the PC game.
Yeah, I'm hearing
I
that
just-
too.
The inventory is just like a pop-up that shows up, and you just click what you want, and I think it just automatically equips it, so like you don't have to open your inventory screen. And
Oh
like,
god, imagine having touch functionality on the PC version somehow, like a tactile surface. Where you,
yeah, like a Surface Pro.
yeah, just like just lock a Surface Pro onto your side just for inventory and just be able to do that on the fly.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure,
that would be
someone
so
could code
good.
that.
I don't think they have like leaning because I don't think you
Yeah,
could do that
I mean,
very well.
yeah.
And like when you're aiming down sights, you can't be like actively like crouching or moving. I don't think.
Oh, I see. So there's some limitations.
Yeah, there's some limitations which obviously make it easier in some aspects.
I just feel like releasing it for free on mobile when the PC and the Xbox versions are 30, right?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting move.
It's kind of a dick move.
Well,
I
I,
feel-
I thought Xbox owners got the game for free. Am I mistaken?
Oh yeah, they
on
got
that?
it if you bought.
Yeah, because
An
they made the
X.
mistake.
Oh,
if you buy
you
the
bought the
X,
X. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you buy a $500 console. Sweet, I got a $30 game.
And I hear it runs like
It's
absolute
so
garbage.
much worse on the
So
Xbox.
bad.
They've patched it though.
They have.
No,
That-
I heard it still
Ish.
sucks though.
It's
Yeah.
They
garbage.
patched it ish.
Ish, yeah.
And that kind of that's
It's
yeah,
always like one
when
patch
you when you
behind.
have a competitor that runs so much better on console, it makes you
And
look
phone.
that much.
Although
worse.
speaking of PUBG on Xbox, it reached 5 million players, and they
like
are
peak
releasing
players
On mobile?
or total players.
Total.
Okay,
and they are releasing a free DLC because of it.
Sure.
is it for both console and PC or just console?
The new DLC just comes
It
with
says
new
Xbox.
available crates that you can unlock.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
It's a great DLC.
yeah. Well,
They're giving away the PUBG 5 jacket for everyone who bought the game and created a character since March 22nd.
Okay.
You'll get it on
Sweet
Xbox.
DLC. Oh, only on Xbox.
Yeah.
great deal. Good deal. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna assume that PUBG is eventually gonna go free.
They
to
gotta go free to play, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Either that or it'll
makes
just
sense.
die.
Wait, actually, I don't know. Maybe they keep a price tag on it to combat the hackers, or the hackers.
But $30 is a decent price point anyway.
Well,
I mean, there's no hackers in Fortnite, right?
Not that I've personally encountered.
Because there's no Steam Marketplace, so you can't sell anything.
yeah, so there's no point really,
Yeah.
other than
That's-
like your personal entertainment.
that's
just
really
being
the
a
only
dick
reason.
like
there
So
are
that would just be a
hackers in
blip.
PUBG.
Yeah, so China's not interested in Fortnite, I would say.
Right.
Not
there's-
in the way,
there's no
not,
market in
not
it.
in the way they're interested in PUBG.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I would probably say PUBG won't go free to play just because they don't want hackers to be destroying the game.
I just feel like they've fallen so far behind Fortnite now.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing a lot of reactionary stuff, like releasing PUBG Mobile and like talking about the new map and like the update with the cosmetics that's coming out. Like they've definitely, I feel like they definitely shifted gears since Fortnite kind of exploded in popularity.
Yeah. To be fair about the mobile port, though, I can tell you with personal experience, it takes a long time to do something like that. So probably they were developing at the same time.
Yeah, but it's possible that they were kind of trying to milk the base game a little more before dropping the mobile game. And I could also totally see that the mobile game might have been something that they would have charged for. But then they saw that Fortnite's coming to mobile for free. It's like, oh fuck, we need to muscle in on this shit as much as possible. So
and they upped the ante with putting it on Android as well.
Exactly.
Fortnite was just iOS.
Oh, really?
Fortnite's iOS only at the moment.
For now.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember seeing announcements for the PUBG mobile thing like months ago.
Yeah, they're just talking about it, but they like for them to have just be suddenly like PUBG's mobile is available now.
Yeah,
like,
they're waiting for Fortnite to drop.
Yeah, there's just no lead up to it. So yeah.
All right. Next one I have is that trivia game HQ we talk about sometimes. So they held this is actually every Sunday. They do a $25,000 tournament where they just keep asking questions until there's one person.
They started doing that just a couple weeks ago, but yeah.
Yeah, but now it's every Sunday, it seems. That's going to be the new thing. So it was down to 2 people, and the last question was asked. Then immediately the person who answered correctly was banned, and the person that was still left got it wrong. So I'm not even sure who won it, if anybody.
How'd they get banned?
Yeah,
How do you get banned?
Why were they banned?
Because they found that it was using a bot.
My friend wrote a bot for that game.
The user was a bot the whole time.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of bots.
It'd be super easy. You just take the question and Google it.
Well, not even that. All you have to do is just make enough bots that every possible iteration chooses a different answer.
Right.
Oh yeah, it just kind of combs through all the possible permutations until one of your bots is correct and you collect the money.
I can almost guarantee that is the case because if you look at like the initial questions they ask, like some of them are like stupid easy. Like no person in their right mind possibly answers that for that question. And you see like 4,000, 7,000.
Yeah.
And then you see
that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Because it's just a bunch of bots.
You could just be giving people way too much credit.
Oh yeah. I would say there is also a distinct possibility that some people are just not very intelligent.
Well, like one of the questions was, "What's a common room in the living room?"
Brown. I was going to say brown.
Because what's a common room in a house, right? And like one was kitchen, which was the answer. The other one was like the galley,
thesaurus,
the turlet,
the turlet. One was like the galley, and the other one was like something that wasn't even in a house. You're just like, the fuck are those? And
the porch.
You see 10,000 answers on each of those. You're just like, who? It's bots. It's got to be bots.
Are you telling me you don't have a bucket
as a room?
I mean, technically, everyone that owns a bucket owns a bucket as a room. Ah, yes, the salty spittoon. Are you tough enough?
I'll show you some toughness. Ding. But how do they have the money to support these prize pools? Sponsors?
Well,
because they keep getting
ads.
more. The regular prize now is 5,000, up from 2,500. Just every day is 5,000.
So there's a lot of speculation as to how they're doing this because they're just literally giving money away. They don't run ads during the thing.
Oh, they don't?
No, not really.
It's a live show.
I have seen like famous people pop up here and there, and it's like
like the Olympics one.
I was like, but is the Olympian paying to like be on here, or are they paying her to be on here? Like,
I have a feeling that they paid her to be on there, and
it's like, where's that money coming from?
Well, every once in a while, they mention like a brand name and one of the questions, But
you think they're sponsored somehow, like behind the scenes?
Maybe the money they're making is off of like user data that they're selling to.
Well, there's for sure that, but they also could be having all of the devices mine cryptocurrency for them while you're playing the game.
That is possible.
Because 2 million people.
Okay, so I read some manga in not the most reputable ways.
Like hentai.
No, that's just not the most reputable manga.
No.
Or you just don't read it reputable. Like you read it poorly. You say, I don't read it in the most reputable ways.
There are some.
Like you just like screaming like
He doesn't
super
acquire
racist
it.
voices.
There are some manga that like are not released in America yet, so people like pick them up and translate them and release them onto like websites.
I see.
And then there was one website.
So it's pirated, is what you're saying.
Yeah, more or less.
Arr.
But like, there's one website that actually got busted for installing a miner onto your computer if you were to use their website.
Yeah.
So it's like people were like, wow, why the fuck is my computer running so like just dragging?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's because it's mining crypto for someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't you guys seen? There's like websites where it'll say like, oh, you can turn this on. To like select the number of course you want to let work on our website to help support us.
Oh, I have
like,
not seen
and
that.
like if you accumulate this many hours, we won't serve any ads to you.
Oh, I have not seen that.
I saw that on All You See, which is like a pirated streaming or a pirate content like search aggregator thing. They shut down though, so I don't know.
But anyways,
I don't know.
so the theory that I have as to what they're doing is they're because like the technology they actually have in literally streaming to millions of people every day live on a phone with questions in it, that's really impressive. Really, like it's not easy to stream video to that many people on a phone reliably. And my guess is they're trying to sell the platform. They're not trying to make money off of what they're doing now. They're trying to get an investment and then eventually a buyout.
Oh,
for
so
the
it's kind of like
technology.
this is kind of like a proof of concept that they're trying to sell.
Yes, that's my theory because it doesn't make sense.
But if they're trying to sell it,
They have
how are they still getting the money?
the
Angel
investment.
investors. Yeah.
Investment because like think about it. If you get like a $10 million investment to make this technology work consistently, and it does work consistently.
Oh, and they're just using it for other platforms while also like improving the actual. Okay.
Yeah, and then my guess is they're probably just going to get bought out because they have something that literally streams to millions of people every day, and like advertising wise, that's a gold mine.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
that's my guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start putting in ads like between questions in the future,
Eventually, I
or
think
like
they have
to.
to.
like live ads.
Yeah, because otherwise they literally have to pay for engineering. They have to pay for the servers to run the stream. They have to pay for everything they're doing, including just paying the people every day.
It's like, oh, let me just. Sorry, before I go into the next question, my throat is quite parched, so let me just drink this Diet Dr. Pepper. With
As he faces the label towards the camera.
delicious.
Has he done stuff like that?
No.
No, the most I've seen so far is like celebrity stand-ins, or like not stand-ins, but like guests.
They've seen I've seen like name brands in the answer to some stuff, but that's not an ad.
It's not an ad, yeah, sure.
That's just, that's clearly the wrong answer kind of a thing.
Right.
What is the capital of New York? Coca-Cola. What?
They actually, again, that's like one of the first questions kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like they just throw in some random answer that doesn't make sense. And it, again, bots. It's got to be bots.
Maybe they do it to try and cache the bots.
Could
be because
But
some
what
of
if,
these answers
what if they
get a lot
accidentally
of-
ban like
No,
someone who
it just flags those.
oh, okay,
users,
flags
you know?
them. But like, I just feel bad for poor Timmy in Iowa who'd never had a good education, constantly gets the first question wrong. He gets flagged enough. He's like, "You have to be a bot, right?" And he's just
Then should Timmy be spending all his time on this app?
maybe he's just
he
trying to
should.
learn.
Maybe he should stop.
Maybe this is his free education. Like maybe he's the kind of guy that stays all the way to the end to learn all the answers to every question because this is his form of education.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could see someone like just handing their phone to like the little kid who's not even like
Yeah.
reading. He's just
It
touching.
also depends
stuff.
on the question because I think I mentioned this a few podcasts ago. I was playing one and I got the first question wrong too because it was like finish the lyric of a Rihanna song. I was like, I don't freaking know what this is. I just picked one that made sense and it was wrong.
every
You
now
can
and
stand
then,
under my hamster.
every now and then there's a question on that like a ton of people get wrong at the same time. Like I think the most famous one, quote unquote, is they had a question about bird nest soup. Right? And they're like, what's the ingredients in bird nest soup? And the first answer was bird nests.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, that can't be fucking right?
Yeah.
And there's like bird nest soup, noodles, and like something else. And technically, like bird nests and noodles are correct.
Yeah.
But everyone picked noodles,
Uh-huh.
and bird nests had like 2,000 people. And there's like the third question. And so like 95% of people just got knocked out from bird nest soup.
Rip.
and it's just like
Savage question.
I
Those
don't
are
think
pretty good.
every time you go into HQ now, people are typing bird nest soup.
Nice.
Just
It's a
every
meme.
time- It's a meme now. Yeah.
Great. All right, well, anyway,
Bird nest
off of HQ, do you have anything before I get into Nintendo fanboy?
Yeah,
mode?
real quick. We actually have some news on the Fortnite front. So Fortnite surpasses PUBG in monthly revenue with $126 million in February sales.
Holy.
February alone. And may I add that this is specifically revenue from the Fortnite survival mode and Fortnite Battle Royale cosmetic slash Battle Pass sales.
Damn.
So Fortnite Battle Royale is a free-to-play game. So they made a shit ton of money off that. I know that their survival mode is still pay to beta, basically. But
Does anybody even play that?
I don't personally know anyone that
not
played. I
really.
know people that bought that game for that, and then they fell off a long time ago because of their loot crate system, which was like really bad. So
Dude, that's a lot of cash.
yeah.
I don't mean to disparage anybody, like any of your viewers. But
Maybe
maybe
listeners.
we'll table it whether or not they're viewers. We don't know. I mean, maybe they are.
Yeah, maybe it's like synesthesia or whatever, and
Yes.
they see what they hear.
But who the fuck's spending that much money on this game?
I spent $10 on the game.
Okay, $10,
That's-
but like
yeah.
you know that people are spending.
Like
Cash.
League, I probably spent like $1,000.
I think
I'm sure.
I heard.
Over years,
I was on
though.
Twitch
Yeah,
and there was a
Each
kid in
costume
chat
is
that
like-
said they spent like $400 on the game. And
Yeah.
I'm like what? In
I mean,
the
I know a
fucking
dude
Lord?
who spent like 10 grand on Clash of Clans, so it's like probably those same kinds of people.
But Clash of Clans, you're paying for.
I know.
But Clash of Clans, you're paying for an advantage, like an actual advantage. While in Fortnite, it's all cosmetic.
It's just your pixels. You're paying for pixels.
And not only that, like there's no loot crate system in Fortnite Battle Royale. It's you literally pay for
storefront.
what you get. Yeah,
excuse me, it's art.
And like
Not
it's-
just
I'm,
pixels.
I'm
I've heard that
fine.
hentai argument before. But
I'm fine with Fortnite's
no,
model.
yeah,
for
I'm
this.
completely fine with
Yeah.
their system, and like it's great that they're being rewarded for having a fair and
Yeah,
non
I like that.
pay to win system. So I'm just surprised by the
And
amount
also-
of money they've made off of free to play games.
That's
Yeah.
probably how they can afford to keep supporting the game as heavily as they are.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
content is coming out at a rapid speed, which is lighting a
Super
fire
cool.
under PUBG's ass for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm just glad that both of these games exist in the same ecosystem because the competition is definitely making it a
It's
win-win for
drive-
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've talked about this before. When Fortnite Battle Royale first came out, I was like, these motherfuckers, like they're totally
What is this trash,
Yeah,
right?
what
Yeah.
they're totally trying to just like cash in on the Battle Royale genre. Like they totally don't even really care about this game mode. And I was like, oh, actually, they're supporting the shit out of this game mode.
Yeah.
They're putting a lot of content
cash
in, and they're totally like listening to their user base on what they want. So like, this is actually a really cool game. So yeah. And that's pretty much it. Congratulations.
them.
Yeah, good for Epic Games. Good for them, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm all for them right
the
now.
only thing I don't like about it right now is that I have to have a second fucking like launcher / platform to launch games off of. I have a shit
Yeah.
ton. I have Origin, I have Steam, I have Epic now. I have Twitch.
The
actually,
Battle.net.
Battle.net. It's too many.
You play.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you
Uplay.
play because I play
Fuck
Rainbow Six
you.
Siege
Yeah.
now.
Jesus.
It's too many games.
You play. It's gotten better,
It's gone.
I mean, I'm sure it has, but
but it is a piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just. Can I just put it
At
all
least,
in one?
at least Ubisoft is consistent. You know, like you expect
Garbage.
garbage,
And you get
and it's
garbage.
consistent garbage. So
Like,
it's like
I
it's
have-
like Starbucks. You know, you go into a Starbucks. It's not good coffee, but it's
But it's
consistent.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a Starbucks as Starbucks drink.
Yeah.
well, hasn't it been a trend for Ubisoft games in general that 95% of people just drop off their game within the first year?
I know, but then they fix them.
Yeah,
And
but
then
see,
eventually it's good.
But that's the thing with Ubisoft over most all other companies.
Except for Watch Dogs, it never got fixed.
Did it not?
Yeah. I mean I think that's because
It
it's
was
not it's not a
unfixable.
real multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I think that the only
Oh, yeah,
games
yeah,
they were actually interested in fixing were games that actually had a fostered community, like the
By the time
Division.
they fixed Splinter Cell, it was done. Blacklist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give Ubisoft credit for what they do.
Did they ever fix Assassin's Creed Unity?
Oh no.
No. Okay. Well, yeah. So like they do. It seems that if there's a game with like an online community element to it, like they actually do care and they try to support the
Yeah,
game.
they're
Like,
like, hold on, let's
I know
fix it.
For Honor is way better than it was when it first launched.
Because it finally got rid of
Yeah.
peer-to-peer.
I mean, I heard they added a bunch of other changes. I don't
Yeah.
personally, but like it's a fun game to play. I heard the Division is miles better than it used to be.
I just wish that
Was that the one where people had to line up behind a laptop to log in? Like it was like
yeah.
in game you had to like use a laptop. It was like 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Into the multiplayer experience,
don't
but there
think-
were so many people at the beginning, and only one person can access it at a time. So there's like a line in the game of players standing and waiting in line.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't buy the Division at release, but I never experienced that personally.
Yeah.
So
I just remember seeing videos. About
I remember my friends talking about that too. They're just like, I can't fucking play the game.
That's
I've been in
so long
line for
ago.
3 hours. Yeah,
But I mean, yeah, like Ubisoft, I think they've kind of regained some of their good reputation as of late.
Sort of.
But
I still don't trust them on release.
yeah, I don't trust them on release either.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I
But
think
they fix it.
the only game they've actually released that was actually consistent in quality at release was Mario and Rabbids, right?
Something like that.
Ghostlands was sweet. Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Was that a good game?
Dude, it's so cool. They're still putting out content.
I played
for
the
it.
beta for it, and it was not.
They're like they've consistently put out new content all the time. They added like a multiplayer mode that was like 2-team versus.
Oh, okay.
Where, like you pick like different classes, and dude, it was like airsoft in a game. It was awesome.
That actually sounds really fun. Like,
Super tactical.
I just remember playing the beta and like traveling around was a pain in the ass. I always found myself falling off the side of a fucking mountain.
There were some glitches at the
But,
beginning, but it was fun.
yeah.
It wasn't like unplayable.
I think it just came out during a time when a lot of other games are also coming out, so it was like hard to just like pick up another kind of open world GTA-esque shooter.
Yeah.
So, but I do hear that it's pretty fun to take down compounds like with an AI squad and shit like that. So
Yeah, the whole game's pretty sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I personally have been playing some Rainbow Six Siege, which is a good game. So like it's a solid game.
I played it a little bit. They went total EA on that game with the payment system.
Oh yeah, I mean,
The game itself is like $15.
yeah, I got the starter
yeah.
edition, which came with the 2 characters, and like,
And you have to grind forever to get any new characters.
yeah, agreed. I think the way to go,
And they only get more expensive as you buy them.
yeah, I think the way to go
Standard
for that
edition.
game was to just buy the year 1 and year 2 operators as a bundle.
You
and
had to.
if you enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I personally liked it just because I didn't want to have. Like there were so many characters
Yeah,
that
it's ridiculous.
I did not mind actually just kind of focusing on like a handful and just like working on them, and then like I just found myself playing the game just out of enjoyment, and then finding myself with enough currency to buy a new character. So I was just like,
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a flawless system. It's just a system that personally worked for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, speaking of Ubisoft though, next on the news. Basically, Ubisoft reaches an agreement with Vivendi for its full exit from Ubisoft's share capital.
Yeah. I
So
heard
if you
about
guys
that.
are didn't know, Vivendi was the I think they were like a majority shareholder that were trying to. I don't know if they're actually a majority shareholder. They were trying to have the majority of the shares for Ubisoft, so they could just basically have like a takeover of the company for a really long time now. But apparently, they just straight up gave up, or they reached an agreement where they're giving up their share of the Ubisoft shares.
For now.
Well,
That was the last note I heard.
Well,
they,
I mean,
they might come back into it.
but I mean, they would have to rebuy the shares and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
but like, it seems to be a good thing, because from my understanding, Vivendi does not have the best history with like their like control of other game companies, if I remember correctly. But basically, Ubisoft is free of their clutches.
Their name sounds familiar.
I don't really actually know too much about the history of Vivendi, but I'll look into it right now.
I think, doesn't I hear Tencent still has a stake in Ubisoft?
Tencent has a stake in every
Yeah,
game
and
company.
everybody.
They're too big. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they do kind of own everything.
They own a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's like Vivendi's just like one of those huge mega corporations. They own Gameloft, I think.
Gameloft.
It's like I think it's a big game company that like it's mostly in mobile games, I want to say.
Yeah, Gameloft
Okay.
is I've seen that. It's a studio.
It's like all Flash games or some shit.
Yeah, I want to say. Yeah, so like I think they're mostly known for like Flash games and things, so like it would have gone a very probably pay to win loot box, loot
Trash,
crate
yeah.
kind of system,
God.
which is not what we want out of our video games. I think I want to say that like popular culture has for the most part rejected loot crates as of late. Like
Oh yeah.
there's been like a huge backlash.
There's lots of legislation
Against-
now starting.
Yeah, there's a huge backlash against loot crates in general. Like going into our next story, basically EA has gone full no more loot crate advantages in
Good.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. So,
But no one's playing
It
the
took
game.
them
So
so
Yeah,
long
exactly.
to fix that.
so in the future I believe right now it's
Too
just going to
little,
be
too late.
Yeah, too little, too late. I mean, but it does show that consumer reaction does matter. Because I think I heard this is the worst selling Battlefront game or like Battlefield-esque game in a very long time. And so current loot crates are only gonna possess, I believe, the poses and the victory poses and emotes, something like that. And then in the future they're gonna be adding like cosmetic DLC, and that's all it's gonna be. And then those aren't going to be purchasable, from my understanding. But for people who did buy microtransactions in the past, like they bought the loot crates in the past, they still have their advantages that they
The
purchased.
cards and all that kind of stuff.
But now I hear that like just by playing the game, you just gain experience and then just put points into certain stats or some shit like that. So
Does it still take 20 hours to unlock Darth Vader?
I don't
probably.
I
Oh,
don't-
but did you
I
say?
thought it was 40 hours.
Yeah,
I
it's something
heard it was
ridiculous
40
like that.
hours. Yeah.
Did you say though that if you did get your stats increased by the loot before,
you kept those
you
advantages?
kept it, yeah.
Because I mean, you did pay money for it, so it would be
That's true, but it still
like-
kind of sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, but I think it would be more jacked up if you paid money and all of a sudden you just lost all your shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true.
well, I mean, here's hoping there's a Battlefront 3 that they get right the first time.
They need to get a different company. To make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, DICE working on it's fine,
Yeah,
but
EA,
EA producing it
different-
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want like another like Rogue Squadron and like
Dude, that would be so sick.
there are so many good fucking Star Wars games.
We need another
that
Knights
came
of the
out.
Old Republic, man.
Yeah.
Kotor would be sweet.
There was one for the N64 where you were like a bounty
Pod
hunter.
Racer.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Shadow
of the Empire.
Shadow of the Empire.
Fucking love that
Dude,
game.
that game was fucking
hard
awesome.
as shit.
Yeah, it was hard
So-
as shit.
Oh, am I too far from the mic? My
Yeah.
bad.
It's okay. We just want to
Shadow of the Empire, so hard. That
so hard right now,
was a very difficult
I
game.
still remember Pod Racer on N64 too.
dude. Those are good Star
Yeah,
Wars
they were
games.
And Rogue Squadron was on that too,
the
right?
was that, I think it was in
Yeah.
GameCube.
The
Actually,
first one.
I think
first
it was on
one was on
GameCube.
Oh, was the first one
N64.
N64? Oh yeah, Rogue Squadron 2, I believe, was on GameCube. That's the
Yeah.
one I remember.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dude, the attack on the Death Star was like the best fucking level. Just
I only had the
Which
PS1
one?
game.
Which one's the one that like? I don't think it was Rogue Squadron. I think it was the earlier one. It was like if you picked the easiest difficulty, you didn't even get to see the full ending of the game.
oh, dude, I don't know.
It would like leave it at a cliffhanger,
But it's not. But it's like,
and nothing else about the game was different. But if you played it on medium or higher, it actually showed you the ending.
I would have just been like, well, I'll just watch the fucking movie then, you bitch. You think I can't? I don't know how this game ends, but that's kind of silly. You should just let people play the game how they want.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that was kind of funny. I think it was a way to like kind of encourage people to play the harder difficulty.
That's true.
It's
Okay.
like in Ninja Gaiden. If you played like the easiest difficulty, you had like a purple ribbon hanging on you the whole game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I know. But Ninja Gaiden is like fucking
God
punishing, right?
Damn, that game was so hard.
I just remember watching my brother play that game and just like getting so
I
infuriated.
only played Ninja Gaiden Black on Xbox.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my
Oh my
god, dude!
God.
The first level, like over a day of
Yeah.
just like me wanting to throw my controller through the wall.
I want to say Ninja Gaiden's like one of the most difficult, like kind of modern games,
Yeah.
right?
It was the Dark Souls before Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it was even harder than
Of
Dark
Dark
Souls
Souls,
because in Ninja Gaiden there's so many like movement options and stuff, while in Dark Souls it's more about stamina management and like evading.
Yeah.
So like Ninja Gaiden, like fucking
You're a
everything.
ninja.
Yeah, like and everyone else is also a fucking ninja.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
And
Like
it
the
does not
first-
take a lot to die in
Like
that
the
game.
first level is like you fight a couple dudes and like whatever, you're just like learning the tutorial, and then you're just immediately put in a 1v1 against like a giant ninja.
Yeah, they're just like fucking deal with it. And you do, I guess, or you just return the game.
Yeah.
Either one.
I'm taking this back to Blockbuster. Fuck
You know,
this.
I want to say my brother never actually beat the game. I want to say he like
Oh, I
beat
didn't-
the.
I
I think
didn't
he beat
come
the
anywhere
first. Yeah,
close.
he beat the first level and then was just like, "Fuck this shit." Beating the first game is beating the game to me, dude. So yeah, good
Yeah,
times.
it is.
Good- Like I do like games that are difficult, but there's a certain point where
Oh,
it's like,
there's a line.
yeah, there is definitely a line. Okay, it's
Unless
just-
you're into that kind of thing.
yeah, I suppose.
BDSM is
Are we
really
sponsored?
in these days.
Yeah, BDSM in video games, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah. Well, I guess not so much the BD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the SM.
Just the SM.
Yeah,
Scott.
Skolomance.
Sponsored by
Was that-
no cuss.
Was that SM? I don't know.
No, that's
Yeah,
What was that
Scarlet-
sound?
Scarlet Monastery.
Monastery?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
Mhm.
Stratton Skolo, you'll be our res.
yeah. Skolo is Sholomance.
Is it Sholomance?
Skolomance.
Okay.
Just drop my valor helm.
Oh my god.
All right. So, kind of a funny story. So there is a group called there was a company called Realtek VR, and they announced like maybe a month ago that we were going to be doing the remakes for Tomb Raider 1 through 3. Right? People got super excited about it, and then they came out and announced this week that it's canceled.
Never mind.
But the reason why it's canceled is because Square Enix actually never gave them the go-ahead to make the remakes.
I heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was being talked about. They're like, did they get the rights for that?
And yeah,
guess not.
it's pretty important, I feel like, to get the rights to a game
Before
that
you
you
announce.
claim you're gonna make remakes for.
Wasn't some game company being sued recently for using someone's engine without like actually paying
it
for
was
it, or
it
the
was for
rights?
it was for
That was
Star
Blue
Citizen
no, it was for Star Citizen
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
for
right.
Epic.
Frostbite.
for the Frostbite engine.
That's
Yep,
right.
that's the
Mhm.
one.
I'm one of those idiots that backed that game back in 2012.
How
or
much? Did you
whatever.
put, how much did you put in? If you don't mind
$40
asking?
bucks.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, people are still spending like thousands consistently.
Tens of thousands, I'm sure.
I thought
Yeah.
it was Unreal. Epic.
No, it's
No, it was a CIG.
Are you sure? What
Yeah.
was the one between Epic? Oh, that was PUBG.
Epic and PUBG, yeah. So PUBG was not happy about the existence of Fortnite,
Yeah.
but
But they're like
Fortnite
used
was like-
Unreal, so what are you gonna do about it?
yeah, and also they're
Yeah.
like, so you don't own battle royale games,
Right. Oh yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and Unreal is our engine that we made for your game.
Yeah, or well, they didn't make it for their.
that you used in your game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that really PUBG is like basically a game that's put together by existing assets that are tweaked, right?
oh my god,
It's just
yeah.
like
It's
baby's
a
first
mod.
assets.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
It's
feels
literally
like a
an
mod.
100-person mod.
Literally, the only thing that keeps
An
that game
Arma,
together
right?
in like a playable way is really the mechanics. I would say,
It's
right?
an
Like,
Arma mod.
like
It's
the,
basically an Arma
the
mod.
gameplay elements, I suppose.
What? Why it's still fun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the,
it,
like the
it
mill
feels
sim-
good.
yeah,
Getting a kill feels good.
especially if you come into that game from like H1Z1.
Oh man.
Like, here's the thing: H1Z1 is like the kind of the ugly, like the bastards. I know Fortnite's newer, but like Fortnite goes in like such a arcadey shooter direction that really works for them, while PUBG goes in the mill sim direction that really resonates with certain players. While H1Z1 is both arcadey and
Yeah.
sort of mill sim,
Yeah.
in a way that is kind of like
Alienating to both.
weird.
Yeah,
like
it's like a janky
Like if you want a
sim.
mill sim game, it's better to play PUBG. If you want an arcadey game, it is way better to play Fortnite. Like no one really goes to H1Z1 specifically for anything, except that I know that they did release a new game mode called Auto Royale, where you basically squat up inside of a car and you pick up. It's almost kind of
You
like
can never get out. You
like
can only
Twisted
shoot.
you
Metal.
can't get out. It's like Twisted Metal in a way.
That's kind of badass.
Yeah.
Dude, Twisted Metal Battle Royale?
Yeah, no, that is exactly what that game is.
That
And-
would be so sick.
And like the game, I feel like the game mode would be so fun, but I saw it. It's hideous because it's H1Z1.
yeah.
The game's absolutely
There's-
fucking disgusting to look
Pants.
at. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there is a niche for that mode, and they also made it free to play because Fortnite's fucking Fortnite and PUBG are completely destroying the market.
There's no
So-
vehicles in Fortnite, right?
No,
Nope.
That'd be an interesting
except for the
addition.
bus that you jump out.
You
of.
jump out?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there aren't even like planes that drop loot. It's just like loot crates will mark a spot with smoke where they're going to drop, and then that's where the
They
supplies
just
will
fall
drop.
out of
yeah.
the sky.
Yeah, slowly. It actually slowly
have a
drops to the
balloon.
ground with a balloon, and you can actually destroy the balloon
Yeah,
to
you
make
can
it drop
shoot the
faster.
balloon, which is cool.
But
And if
the-
anyone starts shooting at it, you can see the health bar.
Yeah,
So you can know if someone's attacking it, which is kind of neat.
they've got a lot of really good ideas around Fortnite. So yeah. Last story, and I feel like this is the most relevant to Matt. The HTC Vive Pro arrives
I was
in
just about
April
to mention this.
for $799. Current Vive drops to $499.
Oh, wow.
So there's an important caveat to this.
Okay.
The $799 isn't for everything.
Do you need the
It's-
$499 thing too?
No. So what it is, if you spend $499, you get the current headset, the two little
Cameras?
camera things, and all the cords and everything. That $799 is just for the headset.
So basically, if you already have the $499 headset,
You can spend $800 to upgrade to this new headset.
Yeah.
so basically you need both if you want the new experience.
Well, you can buy each of the things individually. So total, if you were to buy everything that you need, including the controllers, by the way,
Probably like 1,000 something.
yeah, it's like $1,200. So it's like $100 off if you just.
But for the base Vive, is that all you need for the $499?
Yeah, that's all you would need.
Does it come with the controllers?
Yeah, it comes with the controllers, comes with the light
Stand
stations,
thing.
the headset, and all the brake box and everything. The $800 gets you the headset and a brake box. Does not get you
Controllers and the
controllers, cameras.
And the
What?
cables.
It comes with cables.
Holy
I was
shit.
gonna say, like,
But the
Jeez.
the $800 one is an upgrade in a few aspects. It has better field of view. It has a better resolution, and the frame rate's still about 90 hertz, I think, is what it was. And it also comes with built-in high definition headphones and a better strap for the head and everything.
Is it not wireless?
No, there is a wireless attachment that's being developed, but that'll be separate. And it also will only probably last a couple hours because sending signals that strong is tough.
Probably gonna last like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. That is definitely for the VR enthusiast. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, originally, even the original Vive when it first came out was $800, but that was with everything.
I think the
Right.
most exciting news about this is that the Vive is dropping to $499.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, do you have a Vive?
I do.
Oh, okay.
how much did you get it for? How
I
much-
bought it originally, so I bought it for the full price.
What was the full price? I forget.
800 before,
Oh, okay. So the new. Okay, got it.
so it's gone down.
So the
by
upgrade
300.
price is what the old
Old
Vive
one.
used to cost.
Yeah, but it's just the headset.
Yeah, but
So,
it doesn't
but
come
if
with
you want to
everything.
upgrade, it would be like buying the Vive all over again.
Yeah.
Right.
The other thing too with the new Vive is it has 2 cameras in the front, so it can also do AR VR stuff.
Dude,
Oh, that's
AR
cool.
is the future, man.
I think AR
Yeah.
is the future
I'm
as
so
well.
And I
for
think
that
that's
shit.
partially why they did that. Is because AR was becoming more popular. So now with the 2 cameras thing, they can actually put like, you know, if with the controllers, you can be holding swords in your living room, kind of a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty
So-
cool.
Dude, AR laser tag would be so sick.
Oh yeah.
Everyone could have like realistic looking guns, and you just have like stupid bunkers set up, but they look dope.
That would be, yeah.
'Cause they're-
Honestly, that would be an awesome. Like, think of it, dude. Imagine D&D, but in AR.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be
that'd
sick
be sweet
too.
like
too.
that would be fucking sweet.
So cool. Like this massive dragon.
like you just have like this whole campaign like set up,
Yeah.
and like I could totally imagine like an AR run through kind of, you know, not exactly like an escape room per se, but like a scripted adventure that
Yeah.
takes place in like a,
Be
in
so
a space.
cool. Yeah.
So what I'll
start writing it up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What I'll say about the Vive and everything is it's really cool. Like when you try it, it's awesome. Like you've never done anything like it. It's really cool. But there's not a single game on the Vive yet
That's like
That's
worth,
worth
it.
the price.
that's worth the price.
Yeah.
I do, from my understanding, if you are a creative type though, like the sculpting tools are like amazing, and
Oh, yeah.
that alone, if you could utilize that, is worth the price.
Yeah, like creative types and people that just want something new and don't care about the depth of the content you're doing. It's really cool for those people. For people that want like games like Zelda, the games that like Fallout. I know Fallout and Skyrim are coming to VR, but they're shitty in VR. So
Yeah, Doom as well. I heard
Doom
It's-
actually was implemented well, but it's not
It's not like
it's
a
not
fun-
fast paced.
Yeah, and which is the point of fucking Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you like the idea of VR and you're interested in a Vive, just keep that in mind. Like there is not a single game that I could say that I've played on the Vive that
It's worth
really made me feel like it was worth it.
Google Earth is pretty fucking cool in VR though.
It is really cool.
It's
but
pretty
And the
fucking
paint
cool.
thing.
Yes.
yeah, the paint thing, Google Earth, and then like a couple here and there kind of games are really fun.
Have you
But
played Gorn yet?
no.
That's the one where like you're put into arena, and you just fuck up dudes.
Yeah, but like I've done that already is the
True,
problem.
true. So I guess there's not a lot of like innovative experiences in VR right now. It
Right.
seems to be like a lot of gallery shooters, a lot of
There's a battle.
static.
There's a battle royale, right?
There
A VR battle
it's not
royale.
battle royale. I don't think it's 100 people at a time, but there's a small there is military shooter stuff in it, and those are actually pretty well done.
Yeah.
But
it's just not a new experience.
It's just not new. Yeah.
I've seen cool sniper ones. It seems so tiresome though to be like crouched on one knee and like holding your arms up the whole time.
Dude, imagine Mass Effect in VR.
It was
Mass Effect in VR. Like a
with
sci-fi
all the glitches and shit from Andromeda.
Oh, that would be the best part. Yeah.
Destiny.
The face.
Oh,
Sorry, my face is tired after all this stress. It's like, okay.
Dude, I could totally see that being like a Black Mirror episode where you're just like fucking trapped in like a VR game, but like it's glitching out in like a very horrifying way and you can't escape. Like, yeah.
It's kind of funny. The biggest games of note, quote unquote, for the VR systems are VR Chat, and Star Trek, the like bridge game where everyone is playing a different role on the Star Trek bridge. Like those have been the games that actually have had like the most acclaim and have been the most talked about.
Do you know the way?
Oh God,
no.
You do not know the way.
I hopped on VR Chat once. That was
a mistake.
Hot 15 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like VR Chat exploded in popularity and died in like a span of 2 weeks.
I'm sure people are still playing it a lot. It's just it's just a meme lord fest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it got normified. Like a lot of the people like that. Like like there's people that create the dank memes that we appreciate, and then like when those dank memes are in the hands of the normies, that's
when all you do is just spit memes that other people made. It's like
the memes die.
You're killing it.
I still like my favorite thing in that game was the Corey's house thing.
Did I tell you about
that?
Where there was a character who was a house made out of Corey's house pictures or something.
Yeah, it was literally a house that he would put the other people in the center of, and it's just playing Corey's house in the house, and then all the face. It's just Corey's face
the surrounding,
kind of like that Tim Allen Doom.
And he would just follow people around.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
There's also a Morrowind.
There's a Morrowind one.
Tim Allen thing as
Nice.
well, where all the sounds are.
That's pretty
Tim
amazing.
Allen.
All right, but yeah, a Vive for $4.99 seems like way more achievable, like way more affordable, and like it's
still $500.
Yeah,
still more expensive than the Switch.
$500,
and you still need a strong computer to run it.
Yes, but
and space
for people that are interested in VR. That's definitely like
it's getting there.
It's a lot. $500 is definitely better than $800.
I feel like instead of the Vive, there have actually been a couple more interesting things coming up. I think. I don't know if it was Microsoft, but someone's working on one where it is completely wireless and it's just built into the headset itself.
Oh, okay.
But it wouldn't be as high
like a
fidelity.
helmet.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a helmet. It wouldn't be as super high fidelity, but you wouldn't have wires. You wouldn't need anything else.
Just make it look like one of those elite guards from The Last Jedi, and I'm good to go. I'll wear a fucking helmet.
And quite honestly, VR for mobile stuff, like you just get one of those VR headsets that you can put your phone in. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. Like it doesn't do depth well, but other than that, it's not bad if you just want to try VR stuff.
How do you get one of those like cardboard holder thingies?
You can buy
Google Cardboard.
Yeah, Google Cardboard.
Yeah, you can
I
just
have
buy
one.
Google
You just
Cardboard.
buy them online.
Oh, okay.
They don't come with a strap though,
Is
so
it like
you have to like make one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
for
like
a Google
super
Cardboard,
makeshift.
like quite literally, you just have to hold it up to your head if you want to use Google Cardboard, which is usually fine because you're not using your hands in most of these games.
And also, you're not. It's kind of a novelty experience, right? It's not like supposed to be like a long term like play through.
Or people use it for like
I guess
Netflix.
like VR in general, people don't generally play it for super long periods of time, right?
Nah, too much
Typically, no.
nausea.
Well, unless you live in the world of VR chat.
I've played for a few hours at a time in VR before, and I never got personally sick, but I know some other people like after like 20 minutes, they're like, this is starting to get to me. I need to take
I
a
got
break.
nausea. It depended on the game.
Yeah.
And not even just nausea. I just feel like it's tiring. Like it just it gets
is.
tiring. Like when I was playing that fucking bow game, like I was like, oh, this is physically exhausting. Like I'm like out of breath.
I've stopped myself sometimes playing the Vive because I've sweat enough to where it starts fogging the lenses. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh shit.
At least you're getting your workout in, you know?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of
movement.
workouts, I need to fucking work out.
Oh yeah.
I just realized.
I just went this morning.
So I was supposed
Nice.
to.
Is it-
I called to cancel my gym membership, and it turns out that never happened.
And
they
You never had a
canceled-
membership? Or
No,
you
they
never...
just never canceled my membership,
Oh.
and they've just been charging me this whole time. So I'm like wondering if I should call them and be like, "Hey, I wanted to cancel because now I don't want to cancel anymore
Why?
because I feel like I should go back to the gym again.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, just like self-motivation because I'm out of shape. But it's like at the same time, I was like, you know, those months that you've been charging me and I thought I was not I thought I was canceled. Can I not pay for those months?
I'm sorry, sir. It's,
Yeah.
You can't retroactively take your money back.
it's not how our company works. Darn it.
Oh, darn.
Cue the nipple rubbing.
I like how he says cue the nipple rubbing, but he's actually
after.
doing it.
I was
He's
doing
actually-
it, but you know, for the viewers out
Yeah.
there who,
We had to verbalize
and
what
again,
was
whether
happening.
or not they're viewers, we can table that.
Yeah.
But just for them,
Yeah, just for them. All right, Tony, anything else on the news?
Oh, there's a bunch, but I'm just gonna end with we'll put the rest on our Facebook page or something so you can see it. But I'll end with this one. So Bandai Namco unveiled a new Dragon Ball game for Android and iOS called Dragon Ball Legends.
Is it a gotcha game?
It is a fighting game that you use cards to fight with.
Okay.
So
Kinda
is that like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories?
I guess.
Okay.
The trailer doesn't show actually how you do anything.
It's a fucking gotcha game, huh? Or not gotcha, but it comes with
Gotcha
boosters.
oh, you for sure have to pay for the card.
Yeah,
Probably.
And you don't buy the cards directly.
How else would they make
No,
money?
you're buying
It's
packs.
definitely boosters.
Yeah.
I just want mobile games where that's not the case. I just want to buy the mobile game straight out right away.
I'm not gonna lie though, I do kind of like the thrill of opening a fresh pack, and you're just like, oh, do I get the good? Oh, it's garbage again, but maybe
Well,
next
so-
time.
So
Maybe next time it won't be garbage.
Survivor crate? Let me see what I get.
Oh,
Oh, brown school shoes again. I have 6 fucking Raglan t-shirts.
sell them. 6 cents.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it.
I know.
I've actually got my money back from PUBG
Yeah.
just by selling crates.
Uh-huh.
Because those Survivor crates,
Yeah.
they're in like 90 cents.
Yeah.
And like,
Not anymore.
no, actually, like I sold like a couple of them a week ago. Or
Are they going back up?
They were like 96 cents when I sold them.
Oh, nice.
And one of the new crates I sold for like $4 right when it came out.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
bad. Not
Shit.
bad.
Hey, there is I had one announcement.
Sure.
MLB The Show 2018 came out today.
Oh, how is that?
I don't know. I haven't. I came straight here after work.
Are you getting it though?
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't played a
I
baseball
played
game
the
in a while.
shit out of 2017. I don't know. Apparently, they made some changes so that like in the last few games, all like the super popular players were just really expensive cards that you.
They're cards.
Yeah, so like that's how you get a player is like you get their card.
Oh, it's like a baseball. Oh, that makes sense. Baseball cards.
Yeah. But
Like the first cards.
basically, you either had to pay real money and then buy the card, or you had to just play a shit ton
And
or
grind out the currency to buy
yeah,
cards.
or get lucky. But apparently, in this new one, you can no longer buy. You can't just like pour like $100 into in-game currency and just buy a great team. Now you actually have to like
Earn your team.
and every single player is achievable through like earning it.
Dude, here
That's
we go.
good.
Here we go, man. I feel like
Yeah.
the tide is going back against microtransactions,
Good.
or at least like a fairer system for microtransactions.
Yeah.
So maybe they're
Good.
actually that gives me some hope.
Well,
Yeah.
who does
I hope it's a
MLB?
quality game.
MLB is EA Sports still, right?
No, it's
Or no?
Sony.
Oh, it's Sony.
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
Sony. I believe Sony is the only
That's
company that's
right.
actually producing like a AAA baseball game, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's the only
might
one
be
that's been
right, yeah.
around.
Yeah, I know there was one that was doing.
I remember the last
Sony.
baseball game was like for Dreamcast. I want to say it was a long ass time ago.
Damn.
That's the last one you played.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I played the
Besides
Sega
like Mario
Genesis one.
Sluggers.
Hell
But
yeah.
that doesn't really count.
Backyard
Sega
baseball.
Genesis.
Oh, who's the character that you always pick because he's so fucking good? Jose.
The kid in the wheelchair.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah.
Jose.
Is it Jose?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
Jose.
He was
just
the pitcher,
ace at everything.
right?
It's just
Yeah,
like,
he's-
oh, okay.
It's fucking insane.
Super racist. It's all these white kids, and you pick the Mexican kid's stats are just like boosted.
Just OP.
He probably was Colombian or Dominican Republican.
Yeah, one of those.
Dominican.
I don't. Is it
This is
Dominican?
like bench warmers.
Speaking of, are you a Dodger fan?
Yeah, it's like Puiga, Wadabadi.
Dude. That was a very disheartening seventh game of the World Series.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
But they got pretty far.
Yeah, they did.
Every year we just keep getting closer and closer. I don't know, it's been pretty exciting considering like throughout all of growing up, the Dodgers were like a laughing stock.
Yeah, and now they're
I actually never saw a winning game in person until like 2015.
Yeah, I went to my first winning
Like
game.
when the year we got Puig, what was that, 2014, 2015?
Yeah.
I had never seen a winning Dodger game before. I went to a game once that was like, 0-0 to like the 13th inning, and then they lost by 4.
Rip. Oh. I went to my first Dodger game last year, actually.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple baseball games before, but they were all Padres games because I was in San Diego at the time.
Oh, nice.
And Padres won every game that I went to, even though they're like a really bad team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they beat the Giants, and then they beat the Giants the year they won the World Series, and then they beat I want to say it's the Braves.
Blue Jays.
The Braves. So
Not a team.
it was the Braves. So I'm like a very new baseball fan.
The pink
But
flamingos.
yeah. So I was following this year, and like a lot of people call me a bandwagoner, which is like kind of true.
Whatever. Who cares?
But like my brother's like a diehard Dodger fan. He's been a Dodger fan since he was born, basically. And he's like teaching me the ins and outs. And man, when we lost that Game 7, he was just inconsolable for like a week. Just had to like steer clear out of that guy for a very long time.
Yeah.
He's he's not having a good time. And he was constantly, I could hear like him like muttering to himself from his room. He's like, why did they keep him in for the Game 7? Why did they keep him in?
Darvish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least it wasn't Kershaw this time. Kershaw blew it the last 2 years.
Yeah, true.
So.
But
Womp.
Well, wasn't he like injured and they wore him out?
Yeah. Yeah, he got way too worn out.
Yeah.
But he would also choke.
yeah.
Because he was worn out.
But then, everyone's
Yeah.
saying like, what if Kershaw? Not
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
enough baseball talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports.
I think
I think that's the end of the news
Well,
and
no,
sports talk.
no,
Or unless we
no.
have more. Okay.
We got
There's
another.
one more thing. I don't think we talked about it last week because I think it came up between last week and this week. So obviously we talked about Smash Bros. Last week.
What is a Smash Bro?
Shut your mouth.
a bro who smashes.
It's
take
brothers
Smash
that just
Bros.
punch each other to
We take
death.
Smash Bros. Very
Um,
seriously here.
But we talked about the fact that it's coming out for Switch. We speculated a lot. We talked about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This week they announced that there's going to be a tournament for the Smash Bros. Switch game at
Evo. Yeah.
no,
Not Evo.
not Evo, at
GDC.
E3, I think.
E3
Yeah,
at E3
E3.
this year, and like people are saying like, holy shit, the game's already ready to play. Like, it's kind of crazy, and so
Because it's a
we're gonna.
port.
We don't know. It could possibly be.
I hope it's a new game, but that they keep everything from the last game.
Yes, I agree.
So really, I hope it's a port.
I hope
I hope it's its own new game.
Yeah, I hope it's a whole new game. Yeah, I hope it's a whole new game that kept the entire roster from the old game, because I want to think that
And everything I liked about the old game.
all my amiibos that I bought from Smash are not useless anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I literally have every single Smash amiibo.
but
That's
this-
Every
crazy.
single one. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this in your room?
It's in a box in my room.
Okay.
I used to have enough space to display it at my old place.
Yeah.
But no longer.
Okay.
So
But yeah, so there's actually going to be a tournament for the game in June, which is pretty soon considering we think the game's going to come out at the end of this year.
so maybe it's like a fall release, huh? Maybe.
It could be a fall release.
Maybe it's a summer.
but
be a summer.
more importantly,
It's not going to be summer release.
Why would they?
But
more,
E3 is in July.
I'm going.
But
There
more
you go.
importantly,
Okay.
this means that more details about the game pretty much have to come out before that point.
do you know it'd be hilarious that they just released they just did the tournament? Like, even though the people attending the tournament have no idea what the roster is, like they're just there because they're like big names, like Mango and shit. It's like Mango, who are you playing? I have no fucking clue, man. Like,
Mewtwo King's there and all
like
this
what
jazz.
does Mango? What does Mango mean?
Falco.
Yeah, he's like, what if like Falco is just not in the game when he plays it? He's like,
Is Mango a player?
it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Mango's a pro player.
Mewtwo King's a player, Mango's a player. There's a few.
Box.
Hungry Box.
Hungry
Box is.
That's not a thing.
You
Is that
Darvish.
StarCraft?
Box is a thing, and yeah, I believe it's
Is
StarCraft.
it StarCraft? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. But you
It's not a thing.
It is.
It's not a thing.
they're inviting the whole
Like
Dodger
fruits-
team to play
basket
Smash
fruit?
just so they could choke again.
I think Basket Fruit is
Ryu probably
StarCraft too, or
plays.
Fruits Basket.
Dude, I just really want the old roster back. I thought this last roster was really good, and I hope they just build on it.
Yeah, but again, this just means that they have to start releasing details about it in the next coming months, or at least if they don't, we'll see very quickly at that point what the game looks like, what the character roster potentially is at first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they're gonna play with like a limited roster,
Probably.
and then they'll be showing more details. Like they'll be increasing the roster up to release.
Yeah, because I remember for like Smash 4, they took like 6 months to show characters up until the release, but this is less than 6 months away. So I'm very curious.
Did they have like a release tournament, or not a release tournament, but like a showcase tournament, the same way they're having for this game?
I don't remember.
I don't think I remember seeing a tournament for it. Yeah.
I just remember the day that Smash 4 came out, I took the day off of work.
It's making me think that this might actually be a port if they're going to have a tournament for it.
Was Smash 4 the one after Brawl?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one on the Wii U.
Yeah. You know, until I listened to that episode where you guys were talking about this, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh man, Smash 4?
Yeah, I didn't even know there was another Smash since Brawl.
Oh my god.
So did you know about like Cloud and like Ryu?
No, dude.
Bayonetta?
I know, because I didn't know who owned a Wii U.
Me.
And a lot of it didn't sell very well.
Most people got it for Smash.
My friend John.
I think all three of us got a Wii.
My friend
Yeah,
John bought a Wii U one night, came over to my place, and we played all night. We played like 3 or 4 games, like the Mario, the Super Mario, whatever. And then at 9 in the morning, he's like, all right, I think I'm going to go home. And on his way home, he returned it to Toys R Us. And that's why Toys R Us is going out of business. No questions asked. All the games were open. The Wii U was open.
Just not for me.
He ended up buying another one
God.
later.
Cheaper.
All right.
Probably for cheaper too.
Oh man.
That's just so.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need to sell my Wii U because there's no reason for me to keep it anymore.
Yeah, but who's going to buy it?
Just gold plate it. Keep it as a memento.
No.
No, I need
Nintendo's failure.
For a failure, it had some pretty good games.
It did. It wasn't like a Virtual Boy.
No.
Again, I always bring up Rayman because that was perfect for that thing.
Oh, Rayman Origins was fantastic.
God damn
But
Probably
Rayman Origins
Legends.
also
It
came out.
depends who you played with.
Rayman Origins came out-
Rayman Legends.
Oh wait,
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah.
What was Legends?
That was the co-op, couch co-op Rayman's game.
Didn't that come out for more than just the Wii U?
Yeah.
It eventually
I
did,
had it
but
on
it came out on Wii U.
PC.
Yeah, but it
first?
came out on Wii U, and that was probably the only game that used the gamepad properly.
It did.
It's
it
out on
was
the
really
Sw-
good.
Isn't
Yeah.
Rayman Legends out on Switch too? No.
Legends?
Probably.
I
wanna say
think
it
it is.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the touchscreen on the Switch would probably work the
Yeah,
same
that would
way.
make sense. Man, that game was infuriating depending who you're playing with.
yeah.
I bet.
If they just wanted to fuck with you, the guy who had the gamepad,
he
he
definitely
would
could fuck with you. Same with
I feel
Super
like I
Mario
did that
Bros.
to Matt.
Oh, yeah. I took it away eventually.
Same with Mario Bros. You could put those platforms in really fucked up ways to get you killed and
Uh-huh.
shit. So yeah.
Yep.
So I guess the Wii U gamepad was really just a friendship destroyer if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yet the Mario Party on it was the least infuriating Mario Party.
Yeah,
Really?
actually though,
Yeah, because everyone...
because you'd
Okay.
be all in this. Okay, so
was
Mario,
it like the worst Mario Party game
It
of
was
all
the
the,
time?
worst.
the last 2 Mario Party games were the worst for the same reason, because they made it so that you don't have individual moves around the board. They actually grouped all the players onto a cart together, so you travel throughout the board together.
And
kinda
purchasing
weird.
stars wasn't a thing.
Yes.
You just rolled and hoped that you go through a certain space, which would just give you stars.
Yes.
Just completely luck based.
Yes, I do have to say that the last Mario Party was fun for the Bowser versus mini games. I thought those were pretty
Sure, yeah.
fun. No, but it wasn't. I would much rather prefer a traditional Mario Party experience.
Oh, yeah.
And Mario Party 2.
But it also started to make me wonder:
the Hate
do
Your
I
Friends
even want to
games.
play Mario Party? Like, maybe
Yes.
I just want to play the mini games. Maybe what I really want is just WarioWare on Switch, like a Wario Party.
Yeah, not
Maybe what I want is
3DS.
Wario Party.
That's an idea right there.
Like,
Mario Party would be sick.
Do you
yeah,
hear
like
that,
Wario
Nintendo?
Party, where it's just
Dude,
like a party game.
How
with
has there
Wario
not been a
Wario games.
WarioWare game for iPhone and Android?
Yeah, that makes sense too.
That
actually.
make-
It
Now
has
that
an
it- yeah, now-
accelerometer. It has a microphone.
Yeah,
it
now
has
that Nintendo
everything.
is releasing games to the mobile platform, there should totally be a WarioWare for phones.
I agree. That makes a lot of sense.
That
Yeah.
makes a shit ton of sense.
I thought about making one like off-brand,
Mhm.
but never. ended
Jake
up doing
Party.
it. No, but it was basically yeah, Jake Party.
I would buy a Jake Party. There's Jackbox Party. Why not Jake Party?
Vince Scully Party.
Vince Scully.
Scully.
Vince.
Yeah.
Scully.
That's
TM.
Dodger. Oh shit! Right.
It's
Baseball.
time for Dodgers baseball.
Yep. That's the Vince Scully.
The butter's in the fridge.
But
Like,
yeah, that tournament sounds pretty fun.
One
I
strike
do
and
hope
he's got
they
no
that they
heat on it.
release details going up to.
Yeah.
I hope they do release more details about Smash coming up to the tournament.
Yeah.
Because that's actually right around the corner. That's
Yeah, it's
that's
just
like,
a few months
that's
away.
4 months away.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I think that's it for the
Yeah,
news
that's it for
segment.
news.
Yeah.
Do you guys need a break before we go into
Games
games
we
we
played.
played?
I'd like to get some water.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right,
I think it's
let's
a
do
quick
that.
water break.
Let's
Baby
do a
wants
break.
his baba.
We'll be right back.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe we're ready and we're back from our break, so it's time to talk about games that we played this past
Video
week.
games. Yeah. Who wants to go?
I say we let Jake go first.
I'm okay
Okay.
with that.
We could do that. I actually wrote down the games I played this week, so I wouldn't
Nice.
forget.
Wow,
you're,
I
you're
should-
more prepared than
I
like
should probably do that because every time,
75% of
yeah,
people
every
here.
time I walk away from a recording, it's like shit. I actually played this game and I completely fucking forgot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Jake's already more prepared than I am, so I think he might have to replace me soon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
33 episodes.
Well, I definitely play a lot of PUBG. I've been playing PUBG pretty good amount.
What's your gun of choice? What's your setup of choice?
Well, okay.
Like
I mean,
non-crate.
like I really like the Vector and the Tommy gun, but I almost never find them, which is kind of a burn.
Oh, that sucks.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to shit I actually find, it's like usually an M4 and an M16.
Do you normally play duos, squads, or solos?
I don't really like solo very much. It's I don't know. It's not fun for me. I like
Mhm.
playing with friends. So duo and squad.
Okay. For me personally, I find vectors to be strong, but then like in a squad setting, like if people are rushing you and you have a vector and like you go burn through your first clip to down the first guy, and then the second guy just fucking destroys you.
Yeah,
like,
it's situational for
Yeah.
sure.
But vector could fuck a guy up
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I like finding a Car 98. I don't have a lot of practice with it. It's nice when I find one. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll actually get to shoot a bullet before I die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like playing the game where you the running simulator 2018 where you land by yourself and you loot up and then you run for 20 minutes just like chasing like away from the edge of the circle, and then you finally like get pinned into a firefight and you lose. That's a huge waste of time for me. So I always drop super hot. It's either like Hacienda or Picado
Or military.
or Pecadoo, yeah, or military base or school or
So you like it spicy.
yeah, you know, it sucks because then you're really playing like a random number generator game.
Yeah.
It's like I hope there's a gun here.
Yeah. You walk into your hut. There's a sweater.
Yeah, but
And,
if I land somewhere and there isn't at least like 2 other squads to fight, I'm sorely disappointed and
Yeah.
tempted to quit right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I play that a lot. It's pretty fun. It just feels good, you know.
Do you have any solo victories?
No, I have some duo victories and some squad victories.
Have you ever clutched one out where like your squad mates have been dead for a while and you ended up getting the win? Oh, dude, that's the best
Yeah,
feeling.
it feels good.
Feels really good.
Yeah, it's nice when you put in effort. It sucks when you play like most of the game and then you die in the first firefight and then your team ends up winning and you're like, I didn't really do anything.
Yeah. Or it also sucks where like
Yeah.
it's like you loot up, you're really good and looting shit, and then all of a sudden your car hits a rock kind of weird and then it explodes, or like it fucking like lands in a weird area where there's other guys just shooting at your car, and basically you looted for the first 20 fucking minutes of the game, just die instantly without fighting. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Spectating the rest.
Yeah, but it is fun. I got a pan kill once.
Ooh,
That was like against someone who had guns.
it's a pretty satisfying feeling.
Like there was a whole squad, they were all confused and they were like shooting over at my buddies, so I ran up behind them and sniped one of them and then came up and just smacked the other dude with a pan.
It has the most satisfying thunk noise, like clonk.
Yeah, it feels janky though. I only play first person and it definitely wasn't, the game wasn't made to be played in first person.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. It does not feel good.
Like at all. Like all the movements of like the running and the jumping.
Especially when you're prone and crawling, or
it's
it
super.
feels like I'm bobbing up and down at sea.
Yeah.
PUBG's a great game.
So yeah, I mean it's a total piece of shit, but I still keep playing it just because that's what my friends and I want to play at the end of the day. It's super frustrating. You know. Played some Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
It's cool. I tried out. I don't know why everyone keeps calling her Brigitte.
It's Brigitte.
It's Bridget.
I mean, it's like
It's Swedish. It's Brigitte.
It's Brigitte.
Yeah.
It's spelled Bridget, guys. But
Not really.
There's no D, but whatever.
And Bridget doesn't have an I.
Brigitta.
I think we should just call her Bruschetta and just
Bruschetta.
Yeah,
And P. Hara.
She's pretty fun.
Yeah.
She's fun to play.
Oh yeah, that's news. She came out this week.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys talked about it last time, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to join a single game where someone doesn't immediately.
Yeah, that's every new.
Bridget
Matt
Mann.
posted a GIF earlier.
Where it's just whenever a new character is released, and it's just
It's a race to
there's
like
a
pick
count-
her,
yeah.
and as soon as someone picks her, everyone else just fucking
They just
instantly
rage
leaves the
quits.
game. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's pretty fun. We've been playing this custom game. It's like Hanzo Zero Gravity.
Oh,
fuck
that
yeah.
sounds fun.
So there's zero gravity, and you don't have to hold the arrow back. It's just clicking it goes to full velocity of the arrows. And you only have to get you have all the abilities, and you only have to get 3 kills to get the dragon. So, and it's like a free for all. So it's just
Is it headshot only or
no.
Just
So
normal?
it's just Hanzo dragons flying everywhere.
And there's zero gravity too, so it's kind of hard to avoid. I would
I mean, when you're
imagine.
on the ground, it's just a lot of back and forth.
Wait, Matt, what was the one you made? It was super rapid fire. McCree.
Oh yeah. So it's a rollout McCree. So you can't use flashbang. The cooldown on rolling is 0,
That's awesome.
and you would have 20 HP, or not 20, but I think 100. So it only take 2 shots to kill somebody. But you just roll around. It's so much
it's like
faster.
Sonic meets McCree.
You just see other people just rolling towards you, and then just rapid firing, roll to rapid fire, roll rapid fire. It's great.
That's awesome.
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog almost. but
Yeah,
with bullets.
pretty
I
much.
feel like that was said. Anyway, go on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said that
You
30
literally just
seconds
said
before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm I really am concussed.
how many concussions do you have now?
13.
Okay.
Probably the last month.
Well, I told you
Oh,
not to
boy.
run into the pull-up party.
I must have
Yeah.
thought that Jake's voice was the thought
Your
formulating
voice?
in my brain or something. It's wow, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I said it as if that was an original idea, but it's not. So let's move on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, play a little Fortnite too, because I only did that while PUBG was under maintenance.
Yeah, it's been under maintenance a lot though lately. I feel like
It's always
Could
on
be
a
good.
It's
I mean,
always
if-
on a weekday from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to midnight.
yeah, standard game playing hours.
It's NA peak hours, but
course.
China's their main thing, and they don't do rolling updates. Fuck
Right.
North America, right?
The best.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, I've been playing Factorio.
Wow,
Have you guys played Factorio?
That's an interesting pick.
I have not played it, but I've seen it.
Oh
That's
my
that's
God.
machine automation, right? Sort of.
Yeah, it's
Kinda, yeah.
yeah. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's kind of
Is it like coding, sort of?
well, that's how it ends up feeling. It ends up feeling like you're trying to code something, and then when you fuck it up, you have to refactor this massive factory that kind of becomes a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot about designing and thinking before you do stuff, which is kind of cool. But basically, it's you landed on an alien planet and it's top down, and first it seems like Minecraft, you chop down some trees and then you use those trees to build a pickaxe, and then you can craft a smelter to smelt ore, but then it gets really complicated really fast. So you start getting there's a massive tech tree, and so in order to actually get the tech, you have to build these science labs, and in order to feed the science labs, you have to feed them with these science packs, which take materials. But if you handcraft all the shit, it's going to take forever. So you end up building all these automated things that mine things for you and feed the.
So is it kind of like SimCity-esque in a way, where you're kind of creating a city that's self
Yeah.
kind of.
Sim City, man.
Yeah. So the goal of the game is to get off the planet.
Oh, okay.
You have to build a ship and launch it off the planet.
That reminds me that Surviving Mars is a new game that's
Yeah,
out. That's
it's similar to-
freaking took that
Yeah.
almost exactly then.
Right. But the weird thing about this is, you have to build this expanding base, and shit gets more and more expensive and complex and complicated. But there are also natives on the planet who get pissed when your pollution reaches their bases, which makes them evolve and become stronger.
Well
what
done.
the hell?
But also super aggro. So
Snapchat totally lied to me. Like it told me I was sent a
picture?
like a text. No, a text, like a message.
Yeah.
And it opened a fucking video of this guy at a rave, and I'm going to strangle him when I see him. Anyway, yeah.
Carry on.
yeah, so that's Factorio. It's super fun. Very relaxing.
Yeah, I've heard many good things about Factorio.
Is there like
Yeah.
combat in the game though? Like
Yeah.
So you're fighting the
So there are
inhabitants?
aliens or natives, whatever you want to call them, and they get stronger as the game goes on too, and they evolve. So yeah, you have to build like defenses. So it's kind of cool because you have this like city planning aspect, and also you have to like really think about designs. But it also kind of has this like tower
Survival,
defense survival thing going on with it too.
That seems pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool. It's still in early access. I mean, it's been in early access for a long time, but not in the early access like the modern day early access of, hey, it doesn't mean anything to be in early access or out of early access.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
They actually constantly like put out content and like make changes and stuff.
yeah, more and more we're I think going towards a trend of like games as a service. So it feels like games are just like a lot of games are releasing, and they say releasing, but they're not actually complete. You know,
Yeah.
it always feels like they're lacking in content that they continually have to update to actually turn into a complete game.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of games that are also in early access that feel like complete games, and that they are also still like continually providing updates and content for. So like,
Right.
I don't even know what the fuck a release of a game even means anymore in this
Right.
day and age.
Right.
Especially with AAA titles, because I'm starting to see that AAA titles more and more are like finished, like releasing half finished products that are
Oh my
like
God,
riddled
yeah.
with microtransactions.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
while like we're having like a lot of really solid indie releases, like they're like complete packages without like microtransactions. Games like Into the Breach and things like that. So
And at price points that sort of match the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Like Vermintide 2 as well. Like it's like a totally complete package,
Yeah,
$30.
Dude, look at Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League. Yeah, totally.
$20. I still play the shit out. That was one of the games I played again this week too. But dude, they constantly put out content.
Yeah,
The only thing they ask for money for is like
Their
pixels,
cosmetic
the
stuff.
cosmetic stuff, which is whatever. Yeah, I mean they got like a basketball mode, they got the hockey mode, they keep putting out new content and stuff.
They have a hockey mode.
Yeah,
Mhm. They
that's
use
like
a puck instead of a ball.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And does it change the physics of
yeah,
the actual?
the ground is like ice.
Oh, so you slip around more.
Not really so much with the car, but the puck.
The puck
kind of
okay.
acts like it.
I see.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's basically air hockey with Rocket League cars.
Does the
Yeah.
puck ever have like verticality? Does it ever like fly through the air?
It
Yeah, if you,
can.
I mean, because if it goes up the wall, or
Oh, okay.
or if two players like pinch it from both sides,
Or, like
it can
fly-
kind of.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. It's cool that game is still getting lots of updates and a lot of people still playing it.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching a Rocket League tournament like a couple of months ago, and I was just like fucking amazed by like the maneuverability of the
Yeah.
cars. Like
Well,
I
the
suck at
skill
that game.
ceiling keeps growing too, which is cool. People keep finding like new ways to do things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That game's so fun. I just got a 144 hertz monitor,
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
which has really helped with that and
Yeah.
PUBG. So that's why I've been playing that this week.
Nice.
It's like, oh my god,
like night
when I
and day.
turn, it
Yeah.
actually turns.
Yeah. it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first got a 144 hertz monitor, you can see the difference very clearly.
By the way, the Nintendo Switch also has Rocket League.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
At 60
I know.
frames.
If you want to join the Switch family.
Yeah, buy it again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have it on PC. I bought it on the Xbox One when I lived with my parents, and then somebody just gifted me the PS4 version.
Nice. play Rocket League on every platform.
Yeah.
So get it for Switch next.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there you go.
But yeah, that shit's super fun. And then the only other game I played, I played some Dark Souls because I got Dark Souls 3. It was on sale.
Nice.
On the PS
I got it through the
store.
I got it through the Humble bundle, the Humble monthly bundle.
Yeah,
So it was like $12 for that plus a handful of other games,
that's pretty
which I thought
cool.
was a pretty good deal. So I have that on my PC, and
It's
I-
pretty brutal.
It's pretty intimidating to start up for sure.
I never played any of the other Dark Souls games, so yeah, I knew it was going to be hard. But
Don't they just have a boss straight up in like the first
yeah,
15 minutes of that game?
the first level is basically just a boss.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sounds about right.
Kind of just like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But beatable.
the hard thing about Dark Souls is like it feels kind of janky. in that
God,
like
yeah.
in that they don't tell you the controls, which is fine. Like they tell you some controls, but they don't tell you all of them. And you can't even like if you pause, there's no like options menu that tells you the controls. It's like if I had to look shit up, I'm like, what is this doing?
Yeah,
Like,
it's really like
I pulled out a staff and it just started glowing when I pressed a button. I'm like, what is this? I had to look it up. Apparently, it's like increases my spell crit or something. But the only spell I had made my footsteps silent.
so you're critting footsteps.
You're so
Extra
silent.
silent.
Yeah, but I picked up Bloodborne as well on the because it's
PS Plus.
free.
Yeah, I got that as well.
But I haven't played it yet. But I've heard that one's kind of more fun in terms of like the combat. You have to be like more proactive instead of just like let me just wait till they strike and then I'll dodge and get a hit in. Yeah.
All right.
And then I was also gifted the original Destiny.
Damn, you are getting a lot of gifts.
It was
pretty
my
good.
birthday
Oh, right.
last week.
Oh, right. Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks. It's all good. But yeah, a friend gifted me the OG Destiny for PS4.
The OG Destiny.
The
huh?
first Destiny.
Interesting.
I played a little bit of the second one.
Does the community still exist? Are like people still playing that game?
I don't know. I haven't launched it yet.
Oh,
I know
okay.
that like so I played the second one, having never played the first one,
Mm-hmm.
Same.
and I remember reading about like the changes. I'm like, oh my god, that wasn't in the first one. Like the map
Yeah.
wasn't in the first one,
Nope.
and like you didn't know when events were gonna start; they just happened.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if I want to get into that.
Yeah,
But
it's
I played the second one for a while, and then I was like, God, this is gonna be just a grind fest. So I quit.
100%. It's a loot treadmill for sure.
And
Okay.
Bungie effed it up anyway. So.
No.
Did they?
Mm.
Yeah, I noticed that you guys have some, or you specifically, Peter, have some.
Yeah,
resentment built up.
it's okay. So basically, nothing feels rewarding in that game
Yeah.
because whenever you get a drop, it's like you could just use that drop to power your current gear. You know, like there was no real incentive for you to ever really swap out your gear unless it was like an exotic, and even then, it's like you only have one exotic per like just kit in general.
Uh-huh.
Like you can only have one exotic weapon and one exotic armor piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So basically, when you're min-maxing, it's like, it's not exciting. Like, oh, you got a new leg piece. I'm just going to power up.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
I was
trash it
doing
to
because
power
I
it.
Yeah.
I liked the exotic helm I had. It looked cool, so I just kept upgrading it.
And
Yeah.
like, you didn't really feel the changes in your stats, even though like you're maxing resilience or you're maxing like
Yeah.
movement or whatever,
Right.
like maneuverability, etc. Or like, yeah, shit like that. Like, it's just the only thing that ever actually made you feel different in terms of how you played was the exotics, like the weapons and the exotic armor. And even then, like sometimes the exotic weapons and armor didn't really give abilities that were that amazing. Like you would only really stick to the tried and true that worked out really well. It
Right.
didn't really reward experimentation.
Uh-huh.
And also on top of that, it's just like the numbers would never go up. Like you would never feel strong ever. Like you never felt OP. You never felt like you're fucking shit up. You know,
Right. Uh-huh.
like you just felt like, oh, everything is scaling with me.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
it's just constantly I'm killing things within a certain amount of time, always.
Yeah.
So it just got tiring really
Yeah.
quick. So,
I can see that.
Yeah,
I also feel like that game needed like
it needed like one or two more raids.
it needed like well yeah that maybe but I don't know I didn't really get that far into it I guess but I felt like it needed like some sort of like less intense like maybe like a crafting thing
Mm-hmm.
or something because like everything in that game is just so intense and I'd finish some missions and be like do I really want to like commit to another like 25-minute like non-stop shooting adrenaline thing right now.
Yeah, like something's just. Like
I'd like
more...
to just craft or maybe like do something else for a second, which
Yeah.
didn't offer. So I found myself turning it off.
Yeah, there's definitely
lot.
there's not a lot of variety in terms of things that you could actually do in that game other than just shoot the fuck out of people. So,
Yeah, it's like, oh, do I want to start Halo over again?
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah,
Legendary.
agreed. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I never really thought about it that way, but they do bring up a good point that in terms of variety of gameplay, it just wasn't really there. Because like even Halo had like different game modes and stuff that you can engage with,
Right.
and like there were different.
They had the PvP, I guess, but
like
that was dependent on gear. So if you didn't have good gear, you just got fucking trashed.
Yeah, they tried to like make it so that like your gear normalized in power, but then if you didn't have certain weapons, you just had a disadvantage.
Yeah.
There was like with the release of the first new expansion, there was a gun that was just straight up better than every other gun. Like it would kill every player within like 2 seconds of being shot. Like you just fucking melted to that gun. And
it was that beam one.
It was like the solar lens or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like a laser gun. And
Solar
Brought to you by Lens Crafters.
and then Bungie was like, you know what? It's so fucking OP right now. Let's just let everyone have it. So like that was like the first time that they actually did something that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because everyone kind of went into PvP with that super laser gun, and that was kind of fun. Just like
Because that was kind of like its own little custom game mode.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like they nerfed the gun.
And then they
so,
took it away.
No,
Yeah.
they nerfed the gun so it didn't kill that fast, and
Right.
people stopped using it. So it's just like, okay, yay, we're back to Destiny 2. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like I was being rewarded for the amount of time I was putting into the game.
Yeah, I
You know?
feel you.
So that's
You didn't get a sense of pride and accomplishment?
Not really.
prided the sense of the fucking accomplishment. No, fuck that game. Okay, I spent so much time in that game. Okay, I don't regret playing it. I think the time I put into it was fun, but I'm just like really salty about how much better that game could have been.
Yeah.
That could have been the game that I just didn't play anything else but.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
maybe they did me a favor by not making it that game. So this could have been like my wow of
Yeah, you
shooters.
could have been sucked in
Yeah,
way harder.
yeah.
So it's a good thing that
And it just makes
Yeah,
me sad
that's what-
because like there was an era where Bungie was basically infallible. Like they just made great Halo game after great Halo game,
Yeah,
and like
and
you were
then-
just
and
so
then-
excited for the next Halo game.
right, and then the third one came out, and then everything after that was kind of poop.
Yeah, well, I liked ODST. I liked
Uh,
Halo Reach.
I didn't like Reach at all. That was the one that came out after 3, right?
I liked Halo Reach's campaign. I didn't like
Yeah,
the
for
multiplayer.
360.
I didn't like the multiplayer. I liked the campaign though.
Oh, okay.
But
I fell off for me.
no, but Halo Reach was the last Halo game I ever played.
Yeah,
So
I think same.
Halo
Same
4 I
sense.
never touched. I think there was a Halo 5. What?
Yeah. Halo 5.
Never played it. So
Sad.
yeah,
Yeah. Really.
kind
it
of
is.
sucks because there was a period of time where like I legit straight up bought an Xbox
For Halo.
for Halo. You know, I
So-
remember.
Wasn't Halo 4
Yeah.
not Bungie? Or Halo 5?
I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, it was.
Halo 4 was 3.
Halo 5 was not. Well, Halo 5 was 343 Studios.
Yeah, 343.
The ones, the same ones that did Halo Reach, I think, or
Yeah,
ODST,
yeah.
one of those two.
Reach.
Yeah, and then
I liked ODST.
the newest
I didn't-
Halo.
As like a side story, like non-canon
Yeah.
game, I liked ODST. So it was kind of cool to be like a special forces, not superhuman.
And there's Halo RTS.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
Halo-
RTS.
Fuck those.
What?
Halo Wars.
Halo
Yeah,
Wars.
Halo
Yeah,
Wars.
they released a Halo Wars 2.
They did.
So
I'm sure it
have
bombed
I have
just
no
as well.
I have no idea how that one went. I like the idea of a turn or a real time strategy Halo, but I don't know. Bungie just doesn't have that
It's
magic
just
for me anymore.
StarCraft. Just
So
StarCraft
Well, it's a
exists.
console.
Just play
RTS on a
RTS.
console is.
Just play Terran.
You remember StarCraft or N64?
oh, I remember it.
No.
I remember it.
it's like impossible.
Because from my understanding, they didn't make it easier to play, right?
No,
Of course they didn't.
It's just they kind of just your mouse was like a
you just used the joypad and then you would like hold like I think it was like right bumper to like hold down left click or whatever.
that.
It's the best game
I don't know
design
who
ever.
thought that was a good idea, but it was an amazing idea actually.
Yes.
So it was it's the definitive version of StarCraft.
Yeah.
Only version you should ever play.
Yeah, really, honestly, like throw away
The HD remaster.
throw away
No.
StarCraft 2.
N64 version.
Oh, got
So,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I played this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's,
It's a good
it's a
list.
good
I mean,
lineup.
I mean, mostly Factorio and PUBG take a ton of time. So
I kind of want to try Factorio sometime.
hey, if you get it, let me know. I'll hop on. It's
Is it multiplayer?
yeah, you can have up to 16 people in a game.
What? I'm guessing it's
Hey.
cooperative, right?
Yeah. And there's like all kinds of different modes like built in. There's like just a
there mod
straight
support?
up tower defense. Yeah. There's so many mods. It's unreal.
Okay, you know,
Like as if this game wasn't deep enough, the mods just like take it to a whole different level. People have like giant mod packs that completely transform the game. It like
Do they have a Tim Allen grunt pack?
I hope so. I'll find out.
we're gonna make one.
Yeah. If
It's
not,
gonna be the
let's-
Control Alt Delete Tim Allen Grunt Pack Factorio edition.
And make sure that that's the title too. Just super freaking.
Yeah.
And on a single line.
Yeah.
Can't be multiple lines.
Nope.
Single line.
Nope. And we also have to spell out the somehow,
Yes.
so people truly know that it's authentic.
What's the title of one of our episodes? I think episode 28.
Episode 30?
27, 20, one of those.
One of those. We've referenced Tim Allen multiple times on this podcast for sure.
And that specific Doom mod.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I feel like the only reason why we brought up Tim Allen was because of that Doom mod, I want to say.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, what'd you play this week?
So not that many games. I've played more Into the Breach.
Okay, awesome.
I unlocked another squad in the game where it's you have like a tank that rams things. You have a mech that shoots a laser beam in a straight line, and then you have a support thing that gives things shields or pulls things one space closer. And I think that team is shit.
Okay, great. It kind of sucks that you can't see what a team does before you buy it.
You can.
Oh, you can?
Oh, no, not before you buy it. Before you play it, you can.
Yeah, I mean, well, one would hope.
Yeah, but like the whole reason that team is shit is because there's absolutely no way to make it so you don't deal damage to buildings when you're doing a lot of your stuff.
Oh, rip. So positioning is like even more key.
Yeah.
You don't have like crowd control? You can't like push things away from the buildings?
You can with the
support unit?
With the support unit, and then...
But that's only one unit,
And
right?
there's also another thing. The tank that rams and pushes things, it deals 2 damage when it rams, which is great. But it also deals 1 damage to itself.
Oh, no.
Every attack it does.
Oh, God. So, like, you have to deal 2 damage and then repair, I guess?
You have to, like, shield it with the support bot.
Oh, okay, that's where the synergy comes into play.
But you can only use shields twice per game.
How much health does it have? 3?
I think it has 3, yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And, like, I don't know. I think that team's shit.
Twice
the
per
laser bot's
game.
really good because twice per map.
Twice per, like...
Instance level, whatever you want to call it.
It's very strategic then.
Yeah, and you can, but the nice thing is you can also shield buildings with it, and it shields 2 things at once.
Okay, I've actually had an upgrade for a mech
That does that.
So
Upgrade complete.
But
With
the
2 Ds
one
for
that
double
has,
dose of the pimping.
But the one that shoots a laser, it does 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 damage in a straight line.
Okay. Does it damage buildings?
It does damage buildings.
Oh, God.
So like
And in a straight line, just
In a straight line.
into like the
All the way to the end of the
all
map.
the way to the end.
So I'm guessing you're supposed to shield your buildings from your own lasers.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. You can get an upgrade to it so that it doesn't deal damage to buildings,
I feel like
but
that'll
that
be the.
costs an energy core.
I feel like that would be that would feel like that would be the fucking first thing I'd upgrade, man.
Oh yeah, same thing with the lightning whip
guy,
guy.
yeah.
It's the first upgrade I get because it allows it to pass through the buildings and it makes him dealing damage to a lot of things.
So
at
I
once.
actually bought the upgrade, but I forgot to put cores into the upgrade to activate it, and then I totally died because I destroyed 3 of my own buildings because they're all linked together. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I've definitely been in a situation with that team where I literally dealt damage to everything on the screen at once, including my own guys, and almost killed everyone on my own team.
Nice.
It's really good.
That's the dream.
Yeah,
Great.
but it killed everything. It was great.
It's good.
But yeah, really liking that game still. I'm trying to unlock more things. I need like 1 more coin to unlock another group because I spent 3 on this one and I think it's shit. So I want to unlock a different one.
Feels bad.
Other than that, started playing Vermintide 2.
It's a
Oh,
good
nice.
game.
Very, very brief.
Just the tutorial, right? Before it crashed.
Yeah.
Well, you
we
came in
happened to
on
be
that one.
watching
I
it.
played it a little bit before, and I was sad that I had to play the tutorial again. I was like,
Oh.
God damn it. But yeah, I haven't gone far in that game at all. But it seems really cool so far.
It's a pretty game
It
too.
looks awesome.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. That's the game I've been playing like the second most lately, I want to say. But
It's not your turn yet.
It is
Yeah.
not.
oh, it's not. You're right. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
God, sorry guys. Tony, what have you been playing this week?
Whoa,
Wait,
let's
whoa,
not-
whoa,
let's not-
whoa,
Jesus.
God, man, I am just breaking protocol today.
No, that's it. I was done.
God fucking damn it.
Freaking A.
Baited again.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, Tony, I think it's your turn.
No.
All right, well, I've been playing Bayonetta. I don't know if that's been established
Dun,
in the
dun, dun,
last...
dun, dun. Wait, wrong game. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, I don't... What is the music to the... There is music to the end.
Ding, 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 ding. Wait, that's still Final Fantasy. Fuck.
Are you thinking of Bayonetta music?
Yeah. There is specific music for when you finish it. It's like brown.
Like I could kind of hear like what the Bayonetta music is like, but there's not one single instance I could kind of like hum.
Yeah, I don't know.
It has an interesting harmony.
Although there was a Resident Evil 4 reference in it that I forgot about.
What was the reference?
So you go into the depths of hell at one point, and he says, "Hey, check this out. What are you buying?" Heard that in the game once.
Nice.
What are you selling?
I still think the Resident Evil 4 merchant is the best video game merchant of all time.
Yeah, well,
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Like who even compares?
No
I'll buy it at a high price.
Like maybe the pig from Cuphead. Yeah. Good bar.
What about who was it? It was one of the kids from South Park. Hello, weary traveler. Browse my wares.
Oh, yeah, in the Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
I actually never played the Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth is fun.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's
Maybe I'll just say I'll grab it.
I'm trying to think of
Ubisoft,
other-
right?
It's funny.
It is.
Super
Ubisoft.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5
and
hours
it's coming
of new
for the
content.
Switch.
It is.
Awesome.
No, the second one is.
I
Oh
know.
no, yeah.
Fractured
The
Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
Butthole. Yeah.
Fractured Butthole.
What a great title,
It
honestly.
is really good.
Yeah, because like if you read it just as it is, it's like, oh, that totally makes sense. But then you're like, oh,
I heard that one was fun, but it wasn't as funny. Like,
Yeah,
there
I
wasn't
heard.
as
I
much
heard the
new
gameplay
content.
itself is better than the first game, but the actual writing is not as good as the first game.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
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 I'm trying to do a Trump thing. It doesn't work.
I think his is more like a sad.
That's not what Trump says.
I don't think that's right.
No.
So sad. He doesn't actually say sad. He just writes it in his tweets, which
Yeah.
he's probably not even writing the tweets, but
Oh, for me, it's always like attacking, like
very sad.
sad, sad.
One of the most sad things. Everybody's talking about how sad it is.
You know, I had honestly never heard Trump speak until he became our president, and I did not know that was what his voice would sound like.
Everybody's talking about it. It's really one of the most sad things.
You never heard him say you're fired?
You fired.
No, actually, no. I've
you
only read
fired.
about it.
Me and my
Fair
friends
enough.
used to do a Donald Trump role play in Rocket League where we would build a truck. We would put out it would shoot out the money as the trail boost.
Yeah, okay.
And it had a top hat and like stars, it had the stars and stripes decal, red, white, and blue. And
Very fitting.
like MAGA as the clan tag, and because you can change your Steam name to whatever you want, and that would change your in-game name. So like, I don't know, John's is like the Stomper or whatever, and I'd be like Daddy Donald, and we just drive around blowing people up, and then get on the mic. You fired.
Wait, can the enemy team hear you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can do all chat.
Yeah, you can do
Looks
all
like
that.
your performance reviews coming up. You fired.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it reminds me of
Daddy
Sean.
You have a very good Trump impersonation.
not
That's for
bad.
sure.
It reminds me of Sean when we used to play Rocket League a lot. He would never actually go for the goals at
He just
first.
explode the other
He would
team's
just
yeah.
try
He
to
would
kill
just-
people. Like we would play with
like a
threes.
demolition derby.
Yeah, one of us would be on defense.
He
One of
pissed
us
so
would
many
be
people off.
yeah, like because like a lot of times people would have goalies, and the goalies sometimes just don't look around. They're just looking at the ball and like
They don't
paying
see the
attention to
fucking
that.
car
They
coming
don't
up
see
and at
this
max
car just
speed.
blow them up. And then eventually, like 5 times in, this guy just quit the game. It's like just dodge.
So you're these toxic gamers that I'm
Dude,
hearing
oh
about.
my god,
No,
that
we're
word
not.
is tossed around so hard in the
Toxic.
Rocket League community. It's-
Toxic.
Just grow up. Just
Yeah.
mute the chat if you can't handle it.
Well, it's not even that. It's like he's literally just blowing up the goal.
It's
Is
part
there,
of the
is there-
game.
Is there even is there griefing in Rocket League?
That would probably be the closest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blowing someone up.
Or leaving.
Or like self-goaling, I guess maybe.
Oh yeah, sure. There's that. Yeah. That's kind of like, what are you doing that for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
You're
feel
just
like
wasting your time too.
I feel like
Yeah.
griefing in League is far. Yeah, at the end of the day, griefing is just a waste of your own time, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Totally
to piss
is.
other people off
Yeah.
because you're like angry or
Like,
salty about
fuck
yourself.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Man,
very few
Just
games
control
where griefing is
Alt
productive.
Delete, you
Yeah.
know, and just get out of there.
Oh, wow.
see?
Nice.
Press Alt F4 to dance.
Yeah. All right, sorry,
I fell
Tony.
for that one.
Just to- no. That was a fine tangent. I was happy.
So
Well,
the
fine-
Bayonetta music, I think, goes.
Thank you.
Actually, what is that from?
Damn it! What is that?
I think it's the underwater music from Donkey Kong Country.
Yes.
Oh God, I don't remember.
I had nightmares about that shit as a kid.
Oh
Dude,
my god,
the
man.
one that gave me nightmares was Sonic.
Yeah.
Just the arms flail in the air like, oh fuck!
And you just sink into the abyss. All right, what have you been playing?
Anyway, I made it to chapter 16 in Bayonetta.
Nice.
After I changed it to easy.
Oh, you're still in the first
Oh,
game.
do you have to
I'm still
change
the
it to
first
easy
game.
during the ship battle?
I did not. I made it all the way to this one boss in chapter 15 where you had to go man these two like turrets.
Oh, but you're a woman.
I had to
your
woman the two
mouth.
turrets.
Okay.
It was just almost impossible. He has this one move where it's you can't dodge it 100%. There is no possible way. He does this one like it's a boss that you've seen before in the game, but he usually does this light beam that either goes from down to up or left to right.
His genitals to the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. But this time it's just this giant like solar flare thing that just covers the entire area that you can't dodge.
Are you supposed to maybe like do damage to him before he does it or something?
No,
or?
it's a part of the
So you're just supposed to take damage.
yes. But in hard or in normal, he shoots 4 missiles out of each side 3 times.
Quick, how many
And-
missiles is that?
How many sides?
2.
It's 4 missiles out of 2 sides 3
3
times.
So 8 times 3.
20.
Peter.
Oh.
6.
Yes.
Close.
So 24 missiles, and if you don't shoot them down with the gun that you have, it doesn't matter where it hits, you take the damage for it. So any little straggler that I miss, I'm already at like half health, and he does the sun thing, and I die. Like almost every time. I tried it like 4 or 5
I
times.
feel like there has to be some way. Now, there is no game that I know that makes it so that you have to take damage.
You don't have to, but you have to literally shoot every single missile.
No, I'm talking about the solar flare thing.
Oh, this I could not figure. I tried which time. I tried jumping out and moving away.
I just can't think of a single game where there's a purposeful mechanic where you actually just
Have to take damage.
have to take damage.
Because
Because that seems strange to me.
I changed it to easy, and it still did it.
You just can't.
And I still
avoid
got
it.
hurt.
Like what I'm thinking is that there's some kind of mechanic that you're missing.
There are only 2 things I could possibly
What's
do.
the boss called?
I forgot.
Chapter 16, right?
15.
15.
He's the one with
All right,
the.
Matt's gonna investigate.
I'm
He's the one
Googling.
with the squiggly hands. It's like a weird angel thing with the smaller face, squiggly hands, and he shoots missiles.
Sorry, when you say weird angel thing, it's like that's every fucking boss
Yeah, I
in
know.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
so you beat
Unless there's something
you
I'm
beat him
missing.
though.
I did beat him on easy because all the damage you take
It's
is like
negligible.
It's just smaller.
kittens. So, yeah.
You take damage in kittens.
Meow meow.
Well, you've heard that damage is kittens.
I've never heard that.
I've literally never heard that.
I think that might have come out of league.
Oh.
Well,
Like-
everything that comes out of league is garbage.
Well, damage is kittens, meaning like
Is there a way to avoid it?
you're just
I'm looking at now.
you're tickling.
That's Riot Games, right? League of Legends.
Yes.
It is right.
So I interviewed with them.
Mm-hmm.
My dad knew somebody who knew I don't know, like the head of the company or whatever. So they gave me an
Ice
interview.
frog.
Apparently, if you aren't into League, they're not interested at all in hiring you. So like in the interview, the first question they asked me was, "Who's your favorite hero and what level are you?" Or "Who's your favorite character or whatever?" And I was like, I don't know. I've played like 4 games. I'm probably level 1 still.
Wow.
I don't have
Really? They don't. They
Is it
And- and
is
it
it
was-
avoidable? How is it avoidable?
It was immediately over.
Jump out and move
wait.
behind
Was
the
it
building?
really? They just ended the interview then and there.
I could just tell like the attitude
Wow,
was
Tony.
like
I tried
Oh.
that, but I got like
it was
stuck.
over. And the dude just got real defensive. I was like, "So what do you like about working there?" He's like, "It's like really cool. Like if you were like working somewhere where people like the same stuff as you, wouldn't you like that?" I'm like, "Whoa, shit, I guess."
What kind of interview is that?
It's so weird.
I've done
I
some
mean,
weird
I have a
interviews,
friend
too.
that works for Riot, and like he seems to like he's like
He must be into League though.
I'm not. But he seems to hate it. You know what I mean?
I
He
would
plays
fucking hate
it,
I'm glad I don't end up working
but
there.
he seems to hate it. So
I feel like that's kind of what happened to people that play League for long enough.
Yeah.
Like, we played League a lot before, and it's like eventually the game just.
I would say that of the three of us, I played League the least.
Okay,
Yeah.
me and Tom.
That's
And I
surprising.
definitely played a shit ton.
But yeah,
for some reason.
I played that game a lot, and eventually it just became the point that they just keep breaking this goddamn game.
For me, it was just I just felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I just wasn't like the friends. The only reason why I played the game is because all my friends fucking played that game, and like of my friends, I was the worst.
Is there an item shop in League?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just couldn't take the time to memorize all that shit.
Yeah, and like for me, it's
I
like
just use recommended items.
like in a game of League, if you are the one that's dying a lot,
People yell at
you were making your team lose.
Yeah.
And that is like you were like all your entire team could be playing really well, but you could be playing bad enough that it negates that
You're just
advantage.
feeding the other
Yeah,
team.
and that like you are like not purposefully, but you are directly causing your team to be losing, and that is a shitty feeling. And
Yeah.
I hate.
And then everybody calls you trash can.
Well, not only that, but no, it's even worse because my friends are just like, no, it's okay. But you could tell that they're like
yeah.
frustrated.
Yeah.
They're like mad. They're like, fucking it's fine. You know, it's like,
yeah,
it's like,
ah,
oh,
shit. I think I'm gonna
and
go.
I'm like,
guys.
yeah, I was just like, oh, I gotta grab lunch. If you guys have someone else to fill my spot, it's like, oh, I mean, you don't have to go.
Bye, Peter.
And they're like, and then like as soon as I leave, someone instantly fills my spot. And it's just like, yeah, I don't blame them.
So the damage was avoidable.
Yeah, apparently I just
Yes.
had to jump off of the machine gun and walk behind the wall.
Like glitch behind it.
No,
No.
there's literally cover that you can go behind.
So like the boss, when you first see him, he blows apart this wall that has the two. There's a gun on each side, but apparently you can go through that gap and then just stand.
Matt, how obvious was
Behind
that
the wall.
mechanic?
Extremely obvious.
Well, so to be fair, I tried to get off of the thing and jump back out. I thought that might have been possible, but like she wouldn't jump over the thing because, and then I got
Did you try double jumping?
hit with it. I just didn't care anymore. I put it on easy.
Did
and
you try double
I beat it.
jumping?
No, I don't care. It's over. I'm on chapter 16 and past it.
Time to switch it back to normal.
No.
Once again, with the Tony definitives,
Yeah, it's
there's
great.
no way to avoid the damage.
It's
It's impossible. We've definitely in here before, Peter. I've taken you here myself.
Hey, I didn't think it was actually
You've said that
impossible.
exact same phrase to Peter. Like, this is like deja vu.
He said that to both of us,
Yes.
mind you.
And we were both like, no. He was like, yes. Like that.
Yeah.
Show me your moves.
Yeah. All right, so I played WoW. I
Wait,
created
how many games have we gone through now?
one.
Oh boy.
I created a demon hunter on your
My
server, the
server?
server
Yeah.
you were on.
So you're already a higher level than me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm level 100.
Okay.
I thought you swapped over or you transferred.
I
your...
did. My paladin is still there at level 95, but
It's a good thing you paid for that transfer.
I didn't. James did.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing James paid for that transfer.
Yeah. I'm probably still gonna play my paladin because I like
Paladins.
Yeah, Pally's
healing.
fun.
I just love paladins. But
I have so many high level paladins, like throughout so many different servers.
dude, I think I took down my number. I had characters across 17 servers or something like
Well, I
that.
guess they're not high level anymore because of the expansion, but you know.
Some of them were like level 1 garbage characters. Like, why do I even have this? I know why. Bank characters used to have to be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I
You
remember
don't have to do that
Yep.
anymore.
No.
No, everything is all
Account
in one
wide.
Big ass tab, yeah.
Tab, yeah. So your heirlooms, as long as you own them somewhere, you just go to them. In the
You
menu.
just summon
Thank
them.
Oh,
You
so you
literally
don't have to send them
yeah,
from a
you just
character
click it
anymore?
and it goes into your bags.
Oh man, that's so much nicer.
Yeah, they
God.
added so many fucking quality of life things in that game.
I know, but almost to the point of like you're not even really playing anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if with vanilla WoW you're gonna have to make like bank characters again and shit.
Probably. It depends on what they decide to.
Yeah, I'm
keep.
really curious what the
remove.
limitations of that's gonna be. If it's gonna be like a 1-for-1 or if they're gonna include like, vanilla shit.
Yeah. Also interested.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I played a couple of those vanilla servers. They're pretty fun, but
I would love to
vanilla
like,
WoW is
Yeah.
It's something
it's
else.
I wanna
vanilla.
Jake's the actual one that got me into WoW in the first place.
So I have Jake to blame. I have
Yeah.
Jake to blame for my WoW addiction because Tony was the one that got me into WoW.
yeah, because I would go over to your
motherfucker.
house
That's
and then
right,
you'd
that's
just be playing on your rogue. I'm like, what is this?
I would love to play a Burning Crusade server.
I played a BC server for a little bit. It was fun.
Yeah.
And then I played a Wrath server.
Less fun.
No, Wrath was my favorite.
Oh, Wrath was your favorite?
Yeah.
I stopped with Wrath. There's a lot
That's
of things
where
I
I-
liked in Wrath, but I
basically
think
where
there's
I
like
stopped, too.
there's like some changes that were like, oh, okay. And then Cataclysm was like, nope, I'm done. I'm off the train, baby.
I went to the BlizzCon right before the Cataclysm came out, and I remember I sat down and played like the Goblin Hunter or whatever, just like in the starting level. I named my character Boner Salad, and the guy standing there that was working at BlizzCon was like, "No, don't name it." It's kind of funny. And I was like partially on a live server too, which is cool. So I was just like yelling, like, "What's up, Boner Salad here?" And it wasn't bleeped out or anything. And then I just remember like me and my buddy John were playing, and that we were really into StarCraft at the time, StarCraft 2. And he just leans over, he goes, "Dude, this is like the easiest game I've ever played in my entire life." And I was immediately turned off to WoW. I was like, yeah, this is not fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, compared to StarCraft 2, that game's pretty easy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, PvP is.
Check out the skills, Kyle.
Yeah.
Lol.
The balls are playing it. All
Maybe
right.
I'm supposed to play with my balls. It's not any harder like that.
Oh boy,
Oh god, that's a classic.
my heart goes out to the punter, the owner,
Jeremy.
good old Jeremy. All right. So yeah, WoW. I also played some more Nier Automata.
Oh, I forgot you were playing that game. How
Near
was
Yeah,
Autonoma?
That game looks cool.
Automata.
I think it's Automata.
I know it is.
Automata.
No, it's Automata.
I've heard Automata, but that doesn't make sense.
Why does that not make
Why?
sense?
That's how it's actually pronounced.
Yeah,
Is it?
that's the actual word, automata.
is the actual word.
Oh, I've been hearing.
Or
it
my
many
favorite,
ways.
near a tomato.
That game looks fun. Is it fun?
It is good. I'm about 6 hours in. So,
Wow, you're actually putting hours into these games. You have time?
No.
Do you find yourself like?
Staying up too late.
Do you think you're gonna have more time for games in the future though?
Yes.
Oh baby,
Hell yeah.
it's gonna be,
My
it's gonna be a
drive
ton of
time will
Fortnite.
be cut.
Oh, is it going to be short?
What?
Your drive time?
No, it's
Oh,
gonna be
it's
non-existent.
going to be 0.
Yeah,
But
Oh.
we'll talk about that later.
Redacted.
it's because I fired him.
Redacted. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's still a great game. It's still bugging me. The cutscenes just look god awful.
Really?
Really?
It's rendered just shit.
Is it because it's on PC? Maybe. you
Yeah.
think? Okay.
I don't know what it
They're
is.
just pre-rendered
Yeah.
cutscenes that
The
look
game
terrible.
looks great, and then the cutscene happens, and it's just laggy
just-
as hell.
Honestly, I
probably-
just feel like Tony gets the weirdest fucking game bullshit all the time that only you ever like experience. No, actually,
I will record it and
no,
show
I actually did hear
No,
that Nier.
this-
I did hear Nier has issues on the PC version though, and like some guy released his own like standalone fix for it. You might want to look into that.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much because the game looks really good. It's just, the cutscenes aren't that often, but
But they're often enough.
they're often enough to where I have to comment on every time. Just like
Yes. This is garbage, covered in Tony.
but the game is great. It's very deep. I also participated in the Far Cry 5 arcade PC stress test I talk about.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
No.
Okay, great.
Did you have fun?
No.
Okay.
That's all we need to know.
Typical Far Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember last week Tony was saying like I'm hearing really good things about it. I was like I'm hearing some not very good things
So
about it.
to correct that, I was hearing good things about Far Cry 5, not the multiplayer, like the actual game.
Oh, the campaign.
Yes, I'm hearing that is good.
Huh. That's interesting. Has there been a good Far Cry game?
I like Far Cry
4?
3.
3?
Oh, 3?
I like 3.
I played the first one and was like, dude, this is trash.
Like Far Cry 3 was pretty good. Far Cry 4 was I heard good, but also very similar to 3. So it's kind of like if you played 3.
Like if one person spotted you, every enemy had line of sight on you. They'd just be like shooting you through walls.
Yeah, Far Cry
Unlike
3
the
wasn't really
easiest
like that.
difficulty.
Yeah, fortunately they
I just
fixed
remember
that.
Far Cry 3 having a very satisfying bow.
Mm.
The bow was the best weapon in the game.
Yeah, like it just felt good to use the bow.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk about the stress test.
Oh,
That's fine.
can do
All
it
you
on a
said-
scale
do it
from, on a
when
scale
we're not
from
on
1 to
there.
10.
-8.
Damn. Was it
Shit.
okay? I guess you can't talk about it at
I
all. huh?
can't.
All right. All
Suck
right.
on that.
I could talk
Yeah,
about it
take that,
after
Ubisoft.
after the 27th.
Wait, this is
Is it
Ubisoft, right?
Crisis? Is the
Yeah,
Cryo guy?
Ubisoft.
This,
is Far
this was
Cry.
Uplay, yeah.
Okay.
So in a year, it should be great.
In the yeah.
Well, again, to be fair, like I said, it was a stress test, so it wasn't like a fully fleshed out thing.
Oh, I know. I'm just commenting on Ubisoft.
but oh god,
In a year, it'll be
Like,
great.
what I'm curious about is like, did you not enjoy the gameplay itself, or was it like crashing and bug riddled? But I guess you can't comment
Was it
on
the
it.
stress you didn't like, or the?
Or the
The
testing.
testes.
The test
He was
of
very
the game.
testy about the test.
no, it tried too hard to be something,
Mm.
and it wasn't working for me.
God, it's a fucking battle royale game, isn't it? It's a fucking battle royale mode. I'm calling it. You don't confirm nor deny.
I won't.
It's a battle royale mode.
I feel like he probably
Silenced
wouldn't
by
have hated it that
embargo.
much.
I don't know.
If it was a battle royale mode with just Far Cry 3 bow battles,
I mean, isn't that what the Darwin
Darwin Project.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, so the funny thing. Oh wait, continue.
That's it for that. I also played Fortnite on iOS.
Nice.
That was-
And did
and
you
got-
win?
I got 10th place in one match.
that's pretty
That was as
decent.
good as I got.
No winner,
Did you get any
chicken
kills?
fried
You
chicken
got kills
dinners.
in that game, though, right?
I did. I got a few kills.
Nice. What weapon?
I got a few kills with a sniper.
On a phone?
On the phone?
Yeah, because
Wow.
you just aim down the sight and your whole screen is the friggin' crosshair, and you just tap to shoot. So you're just like,
Okay.
Dude, I'm having the hardest time
Were
sniping
they
in that fucking
were
game.
they standing still?
no.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Wow.
I
Very
lost to a sniper battle to one guy. We were both like going in between like a tree. He was coming in and out of a tree, and I had
bet he was.
I had my wall
Oh, yeah.
How fun is that hunting rifle?
lost.
I actually like the hunting rifle.
I don't think I've had that. I've
Fucking
tried that one.
Winnie.
It's basically a Car 98 without a scope.
Yeah, it's a Winnie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
I may have picked it up in the PC. But I haven't played many
It's
matches.
basically the Deagle, but it's in rifle form.
yep.
Okay.
And I like it. Well, not really. But it's fun to use.
Yeah, it is fun.
But not really. Yeah, it's fun to use.
I like it.
Well, those are the games I've been playing. What were you gonna go to?
Um,
He
You were
was-
about to say something.
shit.
Was it
Yeah.
Far Cry related?
No, it was Darwin Project.
Oh
Darwin
yeah,
Project,
so
yeah.
basically with the Darwin, I played a handful of games this week, but Darwin Project. So I never bought the game. I installed the game while I was in alpha or some shit, and
Oh,
I
so
forgot
you
to
got it for
uninstall it. But then they released it, and I still have the game somehow. I was like, I didn't pay for this. I launched it.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. If you had
If you had the
participated
alpha,
in it, you get it for
Then
free.
you got it for free.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But it's
Hot
weird.
damn.
It's weird because I'm constantly getting messages saying you have been kicked from the server. You have been kicked from the server, and like I close the window.
It's probably the hack.
And as soon as maybe I don't think that's definitive yet though. But basically whenever I load into a new window, it is like you have been kicked from the server, but I've actually not been kicked. Like it's like literally just a meaningless pop up.
Weird.
It is early access.
So what I thought happened was that I wasn't supposed to own the game
Right.
yet, and it was trying to kick me to no avail. You know. But now that you guys told me that it's free because I installed the game at some point without actually ever launching it,
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of cool that I
Did
got
you
it for free.
enjoy
That's
it?
nice.
Dude, I barely got into a game, but no, I didn't really like it.
Oh, okay. I
But
watched some gameplay today.
I think I need to play a tutorial though, because I honestly had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
It
I
seems-
got
It seems a little confusing.
I got into a bow battle with a guy, and I got like a lot of shots off on him, but like I just felt like I had no indication of how much damage I was actually doing to this fucking guy.
Oh, what?
And like I shot him 3 times with an arrow, but he shot me a 4th time, which I think killed me. So,
Yeah.
but then we
Aw.
also hit each other with the axe a couple times too. So like,
Man, so what is the health
Sure.
then in that game?
yeah, I don't know. I just
It looks like fun. But yeah.
yeah,
I
I just
like the idea of the show director.
Yeah, it's
I-
kind of cool because you can kind of like, I mean,
yeah, it's Hunger Games.
URP a little
Guys
bit.
over there by the tree.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I guess the thing I don't like about it is that you leave behind like man-made objects and shit if you ever craft.
Right.
But like it just seems very
And
forced
footsteps.
in a way. Like footsteps make sense.
Yeah.
But like I'm crafting arrows and it leaves behind a fucking box with junk in it. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck kind of arrows did I have to craft to like leave behind? Like it has cogs and metal scraps in it
Yeah.
to make this fucking wood arrow.
Yeah.
You know? Like in Fortnite, like people have been through because you see the structures that they made. Like
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that is a very like game mechanicsy thing where like because you did something, there was an end result that has a logical conclusion. I made a fucking single arrow that left behind a box with metal scraps in it.
I'm sure they'll fix that. It's just an early access.
Yeah,
but
part of me thinks that they won't though, just because they want to
they
have
won't.
like a very obvious visual indicator that someone has been crafting here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
'cause
kind
otherwise you.
to me the game is kind of ugly, especially when I compare it to Fortnite. But I will try the game out more. I literally only played one match of it, so like I didn't think it played badly, but it is like bow and arrow mechanics and stuff, so like kind of slow projectile, and swinging the axe feels a little bit clumsy. Also, when you hit someone with an axe, they fucking fly away.
yeah.
So like that's weird. Like I want to keep chopping at someone if I have the axe out, but like you literally bounce them away as if they have like a force field that like you know, makes them bounce back. So
Definitely looks interesting.
yeah, so I'm gonna play it some more. I think.
Is there microtransactions in that?
Not that I saw,
Because like $15 if they do have that shit is like, come on.
but I literally just like loaded the game up, instantly queued up into a game. So
Crates with keys like
and then-
PUBG.
And I know that and I know that right now that they only have a free for all mode available. There's no queuing with teams yet. So
Yeah, I saw the duos is coming though.
yeah,
It's supposed to be like 5 teams of 2.
is it just me or does it seem kind of dumb that they didn't have like these modes available on paid release? You know what I mean? I feel like
It's early access.
is
It's
it
not
early?
release.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still
okay.
early access.
Got it. Okay.
Paid early access.
Paid early access. Got it. All right. All right.
Which,
Fine.
yeah.
Acceptable.
In the infamous words of Cartman, you know what you get when you pre-order a game? Big dick in your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. Last game I pre-ordered was Destiny 2, and that was the biggest dick in my mouth. So, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Well, I pre-ordered No
We know
Man's
from
Sky.
experience.
oh no.
I was one of the No Man's Sky.
Oh.
Oh
Actually,
no.
I don't think I pre-ordered. I think I bought it the day it came out.
Okay,
Oh,
because I
no.
was following the talk up to the release of that game, and
Yeah.
there was just like a bunch of like unanswered questions, and I was just like, okay, maybe,
I should have waited. It was
maybe-
dumb.
Yeah, maybe I'll hold off. I wonder how that game is doing now, though.
Yeah, did
It's
they-
not.
When did
It
they update
sucks.
it? Like a few
It
months
sucks?
It
ago?
still sucks. They updated. They added new vehicles that you can drive around in. There's like 3 vehicles. One of them is like the easiest one to get, and it's the best one. And so there's like no incentive to get the other 2.
Rip.
But the game is still the same. They added like a gang, more like people, NPCs or whatever, but it's still the same bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
Yeah, that sucks. I went over to a friend's place and actually played Sea of Thieves, which to me is a very No Man's Sky situation where they talked about all the possible things that they could be adding to the game, but
Yeah.
they actually haven't.
And that's
And-
out of early access, right?
Yes, this is a full release.
And it has like no
$60.
content.
Yeah, it has a beautiful ocean.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, this ocean is gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks great. First of all, there's no full character customization.
Right.
It's randomized character,
Yeah,
right?
you pick. Yeah, you kind of just select a pre-assembled pirate. I don't even know if it's randomly
It's
assembled.
like
pirate.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
You get the
yeah.
girl, the white girl, or the black dude, or the Asian guy,
Yeah,
or the Persian dude,
yeah.
the Prince
so
of Persia guy,
Prince of Persia guy.
the
I-
Iranian dude.
I
yeah.
felt like playing the game was like pretty fun. I was playing on an Xbox One, which was not the greatest. The load times were fucking horrific, and there was like definitely frame skipping and shit. But like, I thought like how the game handled was not bad. Like it didn't feel bad to play. And like there was some fun shenanigans, but it was just kind of like
But that's
we're
all it is.
we're completing these missions. We're killing random mobs that I feel like there wasn't a ton of variety with. Like it was like snakes and skeletons and sharks were mostly what we were killing. Like we were either killing those things, we're either collecting treasure
Digging
chests,
up loot.
or digging up loot, or we are catching chickens. And then all of this is just to turn them in, and then like
Getting some cell feedback on the.
Yep, it was yours.
yeah. Sorry, we had a little bit of weird feedback going on. Anyway, so yeah, the activities were not very. There was not a lot of variation in what the activities you can do. And when you got into pirate ship battles with other people, when you sank their ship, they lost their loot, but it
That's
would
it.
also spawn their ship super close to where we sunk them. So like it would literally spawn a ship close to us. Now they have no loot because we took it from them, but they're fully supplied.
Yeah, with
So-
a ship that can now probably has more health than yours
Yes.
because you took some damage in the original fight.
Yeah, we took. So there's no actual health in the ship. It's more about like making sure
Holes
the ship
and
doesn't
repairs.
sink.
Yeah.
But then you have a finite amount of repairs that you could do on the ship before it'll fully sink. So now that there's a ship that spawned next to us with a fully manned crew that has more supplies than us now, that has nothing to lose because we took their shit, and it's basically just that. It's like a constant stalemate.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they destroy us, we die. Now our ship spawned next to them.
They definitely shouldn't respawn anywhere near you.
Yeah, now we destroy their. Yeah, it's just back and forth until one of us fucking gets bored and leaves.
That's real cool.
Yeah,
I heard that's how it went in the beta.
And also, even if there was no PvP, like, you turn in the rewards for these things for gold, and then also faction experience. What do you do with gold? You buy cosmetics. What do these cosmetics do? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Like, you can't make your ship stronger.
You can't make your ship stronger. You can't get better weapons.
Or...
You can't, like, there's no progression in that game whatsoever. It's all visual. It's
weak.
There's no fucking point to that game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
There's no goal.
Really glad I didn't fall for that one.
There needs to be
silly.
stats. There needs to be progression. Like, I need to have a cannon. There needs to be enemies that get more and more difficult, but I also become much stronger. And also, I want to feel fucking strong. Where, like, if a
new player
if
tries
a new
to
player,
fuck with you,
if a new player fucks with me, then I could blow him out of the goddamn water with my dick. Like, I need to be able to do these things. I need a sense of progression. And even if they normalize PvP damage, fine, whatever. But fix the changes where they don't spawn right next to us, so there is a clear winner. And also, if I'm able to, like, there's like a pirate, like, there's like a skeleton fort that we can't tackle in the beginning, but we eventually over time become strong enough where we could tackle that shit for better loot, great. But in the meantime, it's just collecting gold to get better cosmetics. And I'm just really glad I was able to play the game without actually having to pay for it. Because, yeah, I mean, I feel like the bones of the game are strong, but, like, it's just, there's not enough to do it.
Bones.
I didn't even mean to do
Skull
that.
and cross.
Okay.
Get out.
Step too far. But I feel like this is a game that could be really good in 6 months. It's just a little half-baked at the moment. It has some really good ocean. I feel like 90% of their dev cycle was, like, concentrating on making that nice-ass ocean. It's almost like how we talked about trivia. HQ trivia.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a proof of concept that they're selling for something better. I feel like Sea of Thieves was like, look at their fucking ocean tech.
Now let's put it in a game.
Yeah, let's put it in
What's the minimum viable product we can
This is
make?
how they're pitching it to PUBG, you know? So, Sea of Thieves is not a good game. At least as is. I've been playing some Vermintide 2. I finally was able to, like, your character max level is at 30, but each character has a talent tree, and the last talent you unlock at level 25. And I was able to get my character finally to level 25, so I'm able to do harder content. The game's really fun. It's really satisfying. Like, we were able to, like, you got really feel yourself getting stronger and doing harder and harder content. The team play is really satisfying because each character kind of has a different specialization that does different things. Like, it's not like just cookie cutter. So, like, I am playing as Goric or Orc. I forgot his name. The dwarf. So I'm like super tanky. I try to, like, taunt all the minions toward me, get the bosses away from my allies. I have a legendary axe and shield where if I shield bash something, it takes 50% more damage for 3 seconds, which is pretty big. So what I'll basically do is take a strength potion, shield bash something, and then throw a grenade at it, and it'll take a shit ton of damage. But the problem is at champion difficulty, which is the second hardest difficulty, all range stuff causes friendly fire. So I've killed my teammates multiple times with my own arrows and with my own grenades by accident. So got to be careful with that shit. Yeah, but Vermintide's really fun. Matt, we should play together sometime since you just got the game. I highly believe that it's worth the $30 for sure.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
And I know that the Vermintide 1 has had free weekends. So maybe Vermintide 2 will have free weekends too as well.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, they really improved on the sense of progression in that game. I mean, Sea of Thieves has a lot to learn from that game. And then also, during that blackout, I played ARMS. So ARMS is the elastic boxing game. I don't know if you've heard of it, but yeah, ARMS is a fun game. I played as the new character. I think her name is Dr. Coyle or some shit. Like, her lore is that she's the one developing all these these punching gloves. So yeah, and then her special abilities are basically just when she charges up her attacks, her gloves will do a second one of those punches. Like, it'll just summon a second punch, which is pretty strong. So it's like you're punching twice for one. And then if you're knocked down, you have a longer invulnerability period. So, I mean, yeah, the game is pretty solid. They added badges to it now, so it's not as much of a grind to collect coins. I know that was like a huge pain in the ass.
That was a problem.
So, like, yeah, you could just do different things to collect different badges, and you'll get currency that way. Like, literally, when I started up the game, it just gave me like 1,100 coins just from stuff I had already completed. So, yeah, game's pretty fun. I don't know if I'll go back to it just because I was playing it during a blackout, and there's like I just didn't feel like playing Mario Kart or anything else. So yeah, not a bad game.
So you weren't playing against people? You were
No,
playing...
it was a blackout, so I was just playing. I was just doing the Grand Prix, like like their bare bones campaign mode. So yeah,
cool. I'm surprised they even put that in the game. I thought it was just gonna be because I only played it during the beta weekend.
Yeah, I was actually hoping for a more fleshed out story mode, to be honest, like something akin to like what they've done for like. Well, maybe not Rocky, but like like Mario Tennis and stuff. I just didn't want them to just go like from match to match. I wanted there to be like a sense of stakes. Like so, like I want to be able to be invested in my characters in the same way a fighting game could be. But I mean, not a bad game. But last game is Fortnite. I've been playing that game a shit ton. I bought the battle pass for $10. And the battle pass will unlock for you a bunch of challenges, and then by completing those challenges, you basically upgrade the tier level of your battle pass. Upgrading the tier level of your battle pass will unlock different cosmetics for you, and then the max level is 100 for the battle pass. And reaching level 100,
no life to get there.
What was that?
You have to have like no life to get there.
Yes. Well, actually, I got the battle pass yesterday, and I don't know if this is a statement on my current status of life, but I'm level 42 today. So,
but that's like not even halfway.
Yeah, but I mean, in 2 days, it's not bad, and I do have 39 days left to complete the battle pass challenges.
True.
So, and they do unlock new battle pass challenges each week.
So you played a lot of Fortnite the last couple of days.
I've been playing a lot of fucking Fortnite for sure,
just and like back to back to back to
back to back to back to back.
All solo or what?
No, I played a couple solo games, mostly to complete like very specific challenges, like landing in X spot or Y spot. But yeah, I want to get to level 100 because level 100 gives you the John Wick skin. Which
that'd be cool.
Which is pretty fucking cool. So, I mean, everyone's going to be rocking that skin, obviously, because everyone gets the same rewards for the Battle Pass, but not bad. Also, the Battle Pass costs like 2,000 V-Bucks. Or no. No, it was like 1,000 V-Bucks. But just playing and unlocking all the challenges and upgrading the tiers of your Battle Pass, you actually get about 1,400. So you get your money back. Well, in a sense. You don't get your money back, but you get like the V-Bucks you put into it and then some.
To buy another Battle Pass.
Yes. I didn't even think about that, but yes.
For the next season.
Yes, for the next season. But yeah, I've actually been having a lot of fun with that game. The game is way more arcadey than PUBG, which is definitely more my speed these days. Like, I still really like PUBG, but I think for me, it's like...
nice to just see the gun and pick it up and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you're in the game.
Exactly. It's fun. Like, I think it's good to have both these games available just for like if I want like a more milsim realistic experience, I'll go to PUBG. If I want something where I literally just drop and fucking shotgun someone in the face by building like a ladder up to them, like fuck yeah, I want to be able to do it. And you know, dude, Fortnite has been releasing new game modes too. Like, and their most recent game mode was oh yeah, shit, we didn't even talk about that. PUBG actually had their new game mode which was
event mode.
eight man squads. So they're
cool.
So they're gonna be doing more events because you know they're trying to catch up to what fucking Fortnite is doing. So yeah, but yeah,
can't wait for the 5 teams of 20.
Yeah, or just the 2 teams of 50.
Oh my god,
it's just like Civil War.
And it's all in Los Leones.
It's
restricted.
Yeah, like the map is just Los Leones. Like the zone starts outside of Los Leones, and like there's never a safe zone. It just slowly closes from the beginning.
Oh man,
grenades only.
3-minute matches.
But Fortnite's been a lot of fun. They have a new game mode called Blitz, where the zone's already closing as you're starting, and the circles last way shorter, but there's way more loot.
Yeah.
So it's just really fast-paced games, and like, dude, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to learn though, because the building mechanics in that game aren't always super intuitive, but building is incredibly important. Like if your first instinct is to shoot when you get shot at, you're playing the game wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta build.
Yeah, you gotta fucking build.
Yeah, keep them mats up too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's another nice thing about Blitz is that you collect mats a lot faster. Like I think it's like double or triple the amount of mats you normally get.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, like it's a really fun game. I think the shooting itself is still not as satisfying as PUBG.
No.
But I think it's serviceable.
Yeah.
So sniping is way fucking harder in Fortnite. Like I don't know how the hell Tony is getting snipe kills on mobile, but goddamn,
It's because you study it with the touchscreen. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, but it has the bullet trace, and you actually have to like leave.
Like
stuff.
there's like bullet drop and stuff. The body is like so slim and shit. Like it's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Could have been luck. I don't
those are pretty much the games I've been playing. I foresee myself playing a lot more Fortnite in the future for sure.
Nice.
So yeah,
I think so too.
yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
All right. We actually have a few corrections from last time.
Oh, okay.
So one, I mentioned that Microsoft has a center stage at E3. That was false. They are pulling a Bethesda Devolver thing by hosting.
Where they have their own stage.
They have their own stage at LA Live, which they'll be streaming from.
Yeah, because I remember looking at the floor plan and seeing that Nintendo actually had a huge amount of the E3 floor space this year.
Probably for Smash.
Probably. Like, imagine if they had an actual arena, like a wrestling ring.
That'd be cool.
And that correction was from Tracy at Microsoft PR, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy,
exactly.
for sending in the correction.
Yeah, who was that correction from, Tony?
It was
Tracy.
From Tracy, yeah. In accounting.
I
From
think
PR.
it was Katrina, actually.
Yes, that was from Hurricane Katrina.
Yep.
Uh,
All right, what's the next correction?
well, also, what was I going to say? To send corrections, you can send it to corrections@csdcast.com.
That was a correction.
Send them all in. Yeah, a correction to me not saying that last time. This is a correction from me regarding Bayonetta because after I said it, I played that part again.
Did you actually send the email?
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
To test the domains.
Nice.
So the second ship, I said, just went around in a circle and did nothing. That's not true. It
Okay.
It also shoots missiles, and if you were to jump onto the main ship or stay on the ground, you'll get shot by both ships.
Great correction.
Yeah, when you said that one was doing nothing, but you blew it up by shooting at it, I was like, why wouldn't you just get on the one that does nothing and shoot at the other ship?
I feel like I said that during the podcast. I was like, wait, if it's not fucking doing anything, just destroy it.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
And this is on normal.
Yeah.
It seems like you're a Bayonetta expert, one would say.
I think I am now from failing so hard at explaining everything that now I know how it actually works.
All right, time to jump to hard.
Until Matt actually had to show you how to avoid the sunburst bullshit.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I already beat it. It's fine. Well, at least that part.
How many chapters in that game?
There are 16, and then there's the prologue and epilogue. So
Okay.
What are you playing it on?
Switch.
Oh, they released it on Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're releasing 3 sometime this
In the
century.
future.
Yeah, that's the new game that they're teasing.
All right.
The last one was we had a discussion on PST versus PDT
Mm-hmm.
for time zones or time changes. PST is Pacific Standard Time, and that's measured as UTC -7, which is during
Yeah.
the months of October, November. We didn't say that. We were
Who's
saying
we?
both of you and I actually said that the time we're in right now is PST. We're in PDT right now.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen, but it's always UTC -8 for standard.
Standard is -7. PDT is -8.
But we're ahead an hour right now.
Right, which is why we're PDT.
But that would be -7.
-8.
But we're ahead an hour. So how could we be -8?
This is directly from...
-7 would be ahead of,
So we're-
of -8 by an
We're
hour.
in PDT now, right?
which apparently is UTC -8. It's the
Yes.
months of March through October.
But in spring we go forward an hour. So
Correct.
how
So
how could we be in?
Because we're closer to
How could we be?
Are we
in,
about to have another correction on our correction?
No.
well, because we'd be closer to UTC time.
here?
so it's only
I think
-7.
Matt majored in math, right? And I minored in it, so I think we could probably figure it out.
No, but isn't that logic?
UTC.
We'd be -7 because we're closer to UTC time.
So like
Once we're ahead an hour.
UTC is currently
Yes.
7 hours ahead.
But you're saying
and
we're
in
-8.
we're in Pacific time right now, PDT, right?
Yeah.
So in PST we move an hour back which means that they're 8 hours ahead.
Yeah, -8.
So the site I told us
UTC
from had that backwards.
Yes.
But the months are correct.
I literally just Googled UTC versus PST.
I did too. I literally copied this from the webpage that I was
So that
reading.
correction was also from you?
Yes.
Are you going to send another correction about your correction, correcting yourself?
Here, I'll send it right now.
Oh, God.
Hey, I got a
please
new
no.
correction from
Oh,
from
anyway,
Tony.
I think that's going to be it for this week. Thank you for joining us so much. I can't even speak English that well. One of my... Oh, that was hard to listen to for the past whatever amount
7
of minutes
hours.
talking about PDT.
Pacific, PST,
God,
UTC, go
jeez.
on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's going to be enough salt. I almost said fart for today. That's going to be enough salt for today.
That too.
Jake, thank you so much for joining us. It was a
Hey,
pleasure having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You know,
Um,
I had a lot of fun. This was definitely new for me. I've been wanting to like get into the podcast thing. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Dude, honestly,
But,
like, feel free to drop by anytime if you want to be a regular guest or you want to be a part of the cast. Just let us know. I'd
Sweet.
be more than happy to have you.
Cool beans. I was gonna say sweet beans, but it's probably not that great.
Well, I
close
mean,
enough.
Coin it now.
Yeah,
Sweet
I mean,
beans.
sweet
I
corn
coined
is good.
Sweet
I mean,
corn
you
is
know,
good.
It's close to beans, right?
Sure.
Well, I mean, like, what's served with beans? Corn, like green beans and corn.
Yeah,
Mm,
rice.
Well, green beans. No greens. Yeah.
I mean, oh, sure.
What
But
is
yeah,
happening?
so
Yes, everything's perfect.
What is
But
happening?
yes,
right
Jake,
now?
thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Seriously,
thanks for having
It was
me.
a pleasure having
like
you.
I said, I had a lot of fun, and it was definitely exciting.
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony.
Back to be in the studio or what's happening?
All right, guys. But I think that's going to be it for us this week. Join us next week, and we'll see you later.
Bye.